minutes. If you have not followed his Triple H Horse Racing podcast, you're missing out. It's one of the best podcasts in the country.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the HHH Racing Podcast, Weekend Warriors Edition, Episode 13, live coverage of Churchill Downs Stakes, Parx Big Day. We've got coverage of Belmont and Aqueduct with their multiple carryovers. I'm Chris Walsh here, along with Rian Anderson and Matt Miller. Be sure to follow us and listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor, and follow us on our HHH Racing podcast there. You can catch us on X at HHH Racing Pod. You can also find us on the HHH Racing Podcast.com, our fantastic website that you can find right there. And then you can also subscribe to the HHH Racing Power Picks on the podcast, $2.15 ROI, last 4 to 5 years running. You can find that in the link below. And then one new thing is Matt laughs at me. I'll put this up here for a little while on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. There you go in Keeneland green. That is the link. You can scan it with your phone, your iPad, anything you can scan it with, and that'll take you to the link to our Power Picks strictly for Keeneland. And you're going to need to sign up for that before Keeneland because once Keeneland starts, you won't be able to get those. And those are specific to Keeneland. Noah Maher and I believe Paul Halloran are doing the Power Picks there. Matt's got his hand in the air. What are you rooting for, Matt?
Boom. All right. So you're catching us live here. I got passed in the Naira Bets contest. I was in first all day. You guys know how much I enjoy being passed. I can't stand it. And so really to just make people not want to try to pass me, anytime I get passed, I pretty much just shove back with all my might. And I just shoved all in to win on the last winner at Belmont in the contest and should now be in first again. Unless one of those SOBs knew I was going to do that and did the same thing, in which case I'm going to have to do this again. We'll see.
We will find out shortly, and I'm going to get the tournament updates here, the leaderboards up there shortly, so we can go those. Right,
I don't care if there's some kind of a lack of etiquette here. I remain good friends with Oldie, our friends at Equine Edge. The horse's name was Captain Jack Sparrow, and all I'm picturing is Oldie the entire time. Arr, arr, all his that's with the pirate stuff. So that was good stuff.
Probably. I caught a little bit of them before we jumped in here. Mr. Anderson, how are you doing, sir? First of all, before we get into that, well done at Delmar. You and Kurt Herbert was awesome. You guys did a really good job with all of those shows that you guys did.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm doing well. It's good to be on with you guys. Obviously, no better way to start off a show than Matt parading around the room in celebration. So I hope that continues for all three of us here. But yeah, thanks for the words on Delmar. I love that. The entire summer, Kurt Hoover's an awesome guy to get to share the desk with. So you guys are pretty good too. So happy all around.
Kurt Hoover, I wouldn't consider us friendly, but I spent 20 years in Southern California and talked to Kurt many, many times. Super dude, always happy to take time to talk horses with people. Absolutely. All right, we got 3 minutes to go here for Churchill Downs Race 7. The what is this? The Harrods Creek Stakes, 300 grand for 3-year-olds. We are on the dirt, and we've got a field of 5. Matt, I know you're in contests. Anything interest you here?
All right, so I'm
PP's up on the screen here.
Yep, I'm switching over, and honestly, I'm a little surprised as I'm looking at the odds. I would have guessed under these circumstances that Smoke and Wicken would have been a much lower in terms of the odds pool. I'm looking at the Will pays, And actually, I think these odds are relatively consistent with what I'm seeing in the will pays. This 3 got a lot of money. I mean, I know Jose's hot or whatever, but I don't know. It's interesting. If the 3 was sitting there at 7-2, I would be saying go pound the hell out of the 5. But the 3 is scaring the heck out of me. I haven't handicapped the race any more than I just did right here, but just based on what I'm seeing, that 3 is taking surprising money.
I share your same thoughts, Matt. I was shocked to see that the 3 Jimmy's Dailies held favoritism for most of the betting here.
It's got to be the Ortiz factor here, right?
Well, it's not Joe Sharp that I'd look to see if that's who the trainer was, because that combo's been just ridiculous lately. But
Brian Lynch.
No, I see. But yeah, I mean, Jose's been just terrific. So I can't imagine it's really a jockey issue. I mean, it's not how. I don't really think that's what moves markets and big money, other than the IRAD tax and things like that. So something tells me this 3's the real deal. All that really does is just make me want to shy away from hitting the 5 too hard.
That's very fair. I would probably opt that way too. Just with I'm big on Smokin' Wicked here. Underneath, I like the 2 Semper Primus just because of that speed, and Walter Rodriguez is never shy to send. But yeah, I don't love the money that Jimmy's Daily's been taking this entire time.
What about the 4 UW? You got Irad here. It's 6-1. I feel like this Morales barn is heating up a bit here. Something tells me here that this one could maybe surprise.
On the 4, sorry, UW.
Yes.
That was one I gave a strong look to, but I imagine he is going to be sitting the same trip as Smokin' Wicked, and I just can't see a scenario where UW outkicks Smokin' Wicked if they both get, a similar setup in here.
All right.
Can we agree this isn't one of those shows where we have to pretend to drink if we misgender a horse?
No. That one is all, I mean, I was half right. That one's a Ridgeling, so, that's 50-50.
By the way, did you guys notice that there was a hidden reference to the Matrix at the intro of the show when Chris referred to Ryan?
Is that feedback on my end?
No, it's on my end. Hold on.
In the Matrix. In the Matrix. What's happening?
I'll get there.
Oh, the money showed up on Smokin' Wicked.
As they're now on the far turn, Semper Primus to lead back down to half a length or so. Smokin' Wicked keeping it up now. And then in behind is Jimmy's Dailies and UW is wide. Off the turn, Semper Primus set down for the drive. Smokin' Wicked sidles up alongside, takes charge. And it's now Smokin' Wicked in front, wandering inside. Jimmy's Dailies switches outside. Jimmy's Dailies is not having it. It's trying hard. Smokin' Wicked clear by a length. Jimmy's Dailies grinding away. Second best.
All right, I got to deal with that feedback issue with.
What in the hell? I feel like we just tapped into an alien radio station. What the heck did you guys listen to?
Yeah, we will get there. Just give
So who won? Did Smokin' Wicked win?
Yes. 5-3.
By yeah. 5-3, and then I didn't see who came in third. I believe it was the 4th.
No, the 4th. They finished the 4th.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Tom, I agree. That was total UFO sounding. I mean, actually, for a while, it sounded like I picture a race sounding like in your dream, where it was like a little far away. But then the reverb was too much. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll get there. Just give me a minute here. All right, let's get to the chat here. Of course, Katie's here. She's been ready for some time. Trish Smith Happy to have you aboard. We got Paul Conlon, Ken 5, Pump is here, Mike Carroll, Caramoli. I'm guessing you were a teacher and grading papers. Have fun with that. Chris Couples is here. We had him on last week. Good stuff. Who else do we got here? Jim Pilars, Tom Espinoza. Yeah, we're going to get rid of the feedback. Don't worry, guys. We'll get that squared away. Sylvain is here. Good to see you. Davey Lane, way to go.
Right.
Thank you for joining. All right. Let me take a quick scan of the board and see where we are going next. And I'll let you guys
Parx.
And then figure out what we're going to do next. Parx, the dirt mile. Let me get that up here. That is Parx race number 11. It's like the once a year that everybody talks about Parx.
Yes. Mandatory payout in their pick 5 that is somehow jackpot based. So,
Don't expect any will pays in the last leg.
Yeah, never. You can never expect those.
All right, I'll do a selfish little plug here. That shove back at Naira Bets was quite effective. Tony Joe was my buddy who messed with me and jumped to $1,800, and I've now passed him up to $2,700. So he's going to have to shove back. And knowing him and his value calculations and looking at the prize pool and seeing what you get for first and second, he might, he's so math driven, he might make a decision not to do that, actually. We'll see.
Is that the $200 one, Matt?
Yeah, that's $300 to enter, $200 on your bankroll, $100 to the prize pool.
Okay.
And if I'm being honest, it's not like the huge money contest of any weekend, but there's a lot of cool people in that contest, and there's a lot of big names of people that feel good to beat. And so I do think, strangely, that contest each week feels a little bit more important than the dollar.
All right. Let me just get that off of here real quick and add that real quick because we got a little bit of time before Parx. Can you guys see that okay? Not yet. Let me add it. There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
That looks quite beautiful. Yes, I see it very well.
All right. I know Mr. Kravitz is in that. He will be joining us later along with Kyle Rasco. So you will see them in the second half. Howard is right down here.
Flailing in 26th.
Flailing.
I think his top contest pick was in the last race or 2 races ago. I'm not sure, but I remember seeing somewhere in the chat that he liked someone and it didn't look like it panned out, but that's how these things go.
Yeah. All right. Let me stop that. Add the PPs for the next Parx race. And then I'll let you guys go through this. So Parx race number 11 coming up here. I'll let you guys kind of go through this as you flip through them. If you go through them in order, it will be a little bit more helpful for me.
Sure. Nelson Avenue is taking a lot of money. I'm personally, I don't want to say fully against this horse, but I don't want to take 2-1 on this horse who I just think there's some others that are maybe a little bit better. And I don't know. It's tough to trust a lot of his form that he's had recently because you have 2 turf efforts, a sloppy track effort. He does have a win over the surface at Parx coming last December rather, in the 7 furlong stakes, which was his career best, but it was also over a muddy track, which maybe he seems to prefer. He has 3 wins over that surface of his 6 total in his career. So
keep talking, Ryan. You're doing great.
All right. I'll keep talking. I'll go to the next one. Deposition for St. Louis. This one, a pretty deserved long shot, around 40-1 right now. I have very little interest, but might be able to factor a little bit early if Rivera is aggressive out of there. Going outside to Duke of Gloucester. Again, maybe mispronounced that one, but who cares? This one has some ability. I just think that there's some other classier individuals that show up in this effort. but he could certainly factor into maybe like the supers, maybe even the trifectas. Dexter Haddock, good rider up at Parx. Going next to Dilger, Safi Joseph, Irad Ortiz. This is my top pick in the race. I like those two efforts at Saratoga. Even though finished third, that was clearly due to some, some stronger horses. Echo, again, is a horse that's in pretty good form right now. And I just think Irad, Safi teaming up, you get 5-2 right now. Projected to float up a little bit maybe in the will pays. It's not often you can get Irad at a track like Parx at 5-2 or better. So this is going to be my top pick in here. I think he should like the 2 turns, no problem. Hasn't been out there since last summer at Monmouth going the 2-turn distance, but I don't think it'll be an issue. He's certainly bred to enjoy 2 turns, maybe grass a little bit more. But going outside to Catalytic, post position number 5, Tyler Gaffleone aboard to ride, currently 5-1 from what I see. Coming out of a couple of handicap efforts at Gulfstream Park. I just don't like taking Gulfstream horses first time trying another track, just because that track can play a little bit, whether it's speed, it can kind of play within its own kind of dimension. So fair price if you like him, but not for me. I'll go on to Concealed Carry. He'd be a surprise. Maybe a little bit pace factor early for sure with that speed, but that's probably about it. I'll go to Farmo Power. Scratched out of an event yesterday to enter in this spot. So obviously I think that shows confidence in the connection. Scratched out of a Pennsylvania bred stakes to enter into here. Paco Lopez, the leading rider here, Monmouth and at Colonial. Obviously a very talented jockey up in the saddle. So this one is worth a shot. I picked this one in second. And then going out to post position number 8, Coastal Mission, currently 9-2. Probably going to come back down to earth a little bit. Off that last effort, it was followed by a layoff, so I'm willing to forgive it a little bit. This is kind of the poor man's post time, that horse that refuses to finish out of the trifecta. So Coastal Mission always kind of fires his best shot. He's definitely the winning type with 14 wins from 28 starts. I'm using him on the pick 5 that I definitely am going to play today. And then the number 9, Silent Mode. I can't really make a case for this runner coming out of $15,000 claimers, but, in the race. So I guess there's always a chance.
All right, there's your field, Matt. Any contest implications for you here?
Minimal. First of all, let me just say, Ryan, you should be on TV. You do a really good job going through all that stuff. Maybe one day.
Sir. Maybe one day soon.
Contest implications, yes. Our good friend Noah, who I'm looking to see if he responded, and he did not, so he may not be in the chat yet, but he is participating in the bigger Twin Spires contest that I got knocked out of immediately today.
Yeah.
I did get paid to get knocked out, so that's fine. That's kind of my MO. But I believe he's live to the 7 and 8 here. I think it's the second half of doubles. So I think these are pretty meaningful payouts, and we should be rooting pretty hard.
Absolutely. They should be meaningful payouts. They're looking at, let me get the will pays for the actual race instead of just what they're current
my memory, and it's funny, not that I'm Mr. Popularity by any stretch, but I do get a fair number of texts during the tournament where people are saying, does this make sense to you? Do you think these are good odds? And I do have a very hard time keeping straight what everyone's doing, but I am pretty sure he had 2 entries in this tournament and did, starting in the last race, 7 with 7-8 and 8 with 7-8. I think I've got that right. So I know it was a 7-8 by 7-8, or I think it was. So I think he's going to be live to some decent numbers here, because that 8 in the last ended up, thank you, Noah, I see now. That 8 in the last ended up, I'll call it a co-favorite, but I think Noah was probably expecting that to be more of a dominant favorite than it was. So these payouts are pretty decent.
They are very decent. We'll root for the 7-8 here without a doubt. I like both of those horses that Noah has selected here.
Yeah, you've got the Jeff Brunco, Orlando Boca Chica angle here. Those guys win like almost all the races over there at Charlestown here. 3-1 currently. Sitting at the board now at 7-2. I know the few people that are on this horse, but any thoughts on Coastal Mission?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a very hard trying horse, and if I wasn't getting IRAD at the price I was getting, he's come down to 2-1. But Coastal Mission is every bit the kind of horse that you want in here, especially at that price. Very fair price. Got to worry a little bit, maybe coming off that layoff as a 6-year-old, maybe needs one, but he's run well at Parx in the past. Again, he's a hard trying horse, kind of wherever he ships, he's going to run his best. He's excused off that last effort because it was, succeeded by a layoff. Runco does have really good numbers over 180 days, looking at around 35% over the past year from 20 starters. Good works coming in. So if anybody was going to get him ready, it'd be a horse. It would be with Coastal Mission. So certainly one I want to give a strong look to and one that I like.
Matt, are you making a contest play here?
No. The other contest I'm in at Twin Spires, I'm in a comfortable spot, at least at the moment. And so I'm just riding out minimums, hoping, using my analogy of the week, hoping not to have to jump back in the water after drying off. If I have to, I will, like I did at Naira Bets, but I'm hopeful I could just stay dry and be good. We'll see.
Well, thanks to Ryan, we can show the video live for Parx, so we will have that video live up here on the screen in about 5 minutes as they get to post. As we look at what's up next following Parx, it looks we got Belmont at the Big A, race number 7. So we can kind of jump over there for a moment. We want to take a quick look at that. Let me get the PPs up here.
Boy, that looked like a tough race.
This race number 7 at Belmont is next to impossible. I mean, it is props to the racing office. They obviously didn't know they were going to have a pick 5 carryover starting here. That pool is at $790,000 with 7 minutes to post. So that's going to get way up there. I believe in order to negate the takeout on that, I want to say you need to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 1.2 to 1.4, I think.
You listen to Andy Serling. You're not coming up with that.
I'm gonna play it anyway. I don't care about takeout.
No, but he did the math on TV.
He did. I that's why I listened to him. But anyway, this race at Belmont is impossible. For some reason, down on the rail, has had some early speed in the past against $12,500 claimers, but just hasn't held on. Wasn't going necessarily the quickest. That was up at Saratoga, so I'll pass on that runner. To the outside, you have Quiet Wisdom, post position number 2. Best you could say is he's dropping in class. He's turning back to a sprint distance where if you go back to November of last year against state bred optional claiming non-2 other than company, he ran well. I mean, he was defeated pretty soundly, but he got decent numbers for that. He lost to a horse named Lock and Key, who was in pretty good form at the time. So this is one that might be a little bit interesting, is a bit of a fuzzy, getting bet down currently 9-1. Next to the outside is Funny Joke. I'm including this one on my tickets just because Rudy Rodriguez has been on an absolute tear to start this meet. Had a pretty cold Saratoga, but bounced back very quickly in the start to this Belmont at the Big A meet. So Funny Joke is one I'm certainly going to be using. I like the practical jokes going one turn, and this one gets a little bit of a class drop, and his numbers certainly fit on paper. The 4 is Scratched. The 5, Sin Nombre. I find it tough to make a case for this one, but I mean, maybe if I really can't make a case for that one. That's just going to be one of those horses that is just going to beat me and probably everybody else.
Trainer is going to have to walk on water.
Yeah, pretty much. Trainer's name is Jesus. That's a good pull. Number 6, Prince of Joy. Another one that's kind of tough to make on paper, coming in off a bit of a layoff. Missed the summer at Saratoga, now back at Belmont at the Big A. 4 wins, but 43 starts. So I'll pass on this one as he just kind of trots along there. The number 7, Beach Walker, also for Rudy Rodriguez. This one I feel like is only taking money because of Flavian Pratt, who is aboard. Him and Rudy do team up and have a good amount of success together, but this horse is really going to have to jump up on figures, and I don't think 4-1 is anywhere close to the value I want. 67-time starter, only 6 wins with another 27 seconds and thirds, so not really the winning type, but you don't get too many winning types in $12,500 claimers. Number 8, Brew Pub, Flying P Stable, Ilkay Kantomachi partly owns and trains this horse, cutting back from a mile. has some decent efforts, just kind of struggles to get that job done. Another one with a lot of seconds and thirds and not that many wins, 4 wins from 59 starts, and another 24 seconds and thirds. So, yeah, if this race really falls apart, could certainly fall into his lap. 5-1 right now is not terrible. Ricardo Santana's been riding really well. The number 9, Concord Spirit, another one dropping in class. This one's going to come from off the pace, cutting back from 7 back down to the 6 furlong distance. Maybe he can get the job done, but 0 for 3 at the distance. Maybe the class drop wakes this one up. The number 10, Dad's Good Runner. Again, missed the summer at Saratoga, back in here at a level that he fits. Drops down to the claiming 12.5, where he finished a decent third when chasing a hot pace 3 back in May at Belmont at the Big A. This is one where I think you could play just because you do have market improvement, and Chris Elliott has been off to a really hot start. Cold trainer, Chetram only has 3 wins from 48 starters on the year, but might get win number 4 here. The number Evan Neuschwanstein, Jesus also going to have to walk on water with this one, but the race 4 and 5 back at least compete pretty deep, if not win in here. And then going out to the number 12, Gustavo Rodriguez trains this. I believe currently your favorite at 5-2 comes in off a brief layoff from mid-July. Has some efforts that fit at better, verse better. Drops back into a group where he fits. I think this is a very logical horse. I don't really have a top pick, but I guess if I had to have one, it would be the 3.
All right. For some reason, I lost StreamYard on the streaming computer, so bear with me while I get this added quickly.
So I know we've got some kind of a group pick 6 or whatever, pick 5 going. What did we do here? Did we go super deep?
I have absolutely no idea, but the all button would not be a bad button to press in a race like this because that's a very lukewarm favorite, and genuinely any of those horses could win.
I mean, it's funny for me, I like hitting the all button in 11 horse races, not in 6 horse races.
Dilger, he's next.
Oh, we're Parx.
Coastal Mission. Just waiting now on silent.
I'm on the Duke here, number 3.
All right, let's go, Noah.
Come on, Noah.
And now they're all in. Off and racing in the Parx Dirt Mile, an alert beginning for Nelson Avenue. Concealed Carry, guns out to join him. It's a scramble. Everyone wants a piece. Dilger's forwardly placed. Farmo Power excuses himself from that pace duel, and it's Dilger. He emerges with the lead, but he does not have it uncontested. To the outside, Concealed Carry. Nelson Avenue skims the rail. He's in 3rd. Then on the outside, the gray Coastal Mission, Farmo Power. He's in 5th. Then it's silent mode. To the inside, Deposition, Duke of Gloucester. Well at the back, Catalytic, he can see them all. They continue on down the backstretch, and Dilger has a half-length advantage. Concealed Carry continues to press through an opening quarter, 23-3, and Dilger's doing it well within himself so far. Dilger, Concealed Carry. Then it's Nelson Avenue. He's under a tight hold in 3rd. Coastal Mission to his outside. He's in 4th. Farmo Power. Then it's Deposition, silent mode, Duke of Gloucester. Well at the back, Catalytic, less than a half mile to go, 46-3. They go into the far turn, and Dilger continues to lead the way, continuing to chase Concealed Carry, but he's losing a bit of ground. Nelson Avenue's in 3rd. Then it's Coastal Mission, Farmo Power. He's in 5th, beginning to advance. He's gotten the cue, and Dilger has been confidently handled as they go through the far turn. Dilger, Concealed Carry continues to chase gamely. Coastal Mission on the outside. Nelson Avenue, Farmo Power continues to advance, making up some ground. They go through the far turn, top of the stretch. Dilger says, "Come and catch me." On the outside, Coastal Mission trying to do just that. Coastal Mission trying to reel in Dilger. Nelson Avenue looks for a seam in between horses. He's running a big race as well. Dilger trying to fend them off on the outside. Nelson Avenue gaining with the 16th left. Nelson Avenue has found his stride. Dilger fights on. Nelson Avenue up in time in the Parx Dirt Mile over Dilger. Coastal Mission and a final time 1:36 flat.
Parx.
Even money.
Even money. That was, yeah, I mean, I guess he won, but I didn't like him anywhere close to even money.
Let's just see. Well, I want to now go back and do some digging to see just how reasonable or predictable that could have been. No.
Right?
Well, maybe the double pool, the 8 was favored. That's probably all because of Noah. The pick 3, the 1 was favored. The pick 4, the 1 was favored. So, okay, you could have seen this coming, I suppose. But, man, that's a Even money.
Yeah.
You know what I always tell Oldie, Matt, is that even money is better than 1-to-1.
If not the same thing.
All right, we're going to.
Sorry, Noah. Good effort.
We're going to get
indeed
over here to Belmont. They're getting ready to roll here. Any final thoughts here? Matt, you doing any contest stuff here at Belmont?
Yeah, I threw, so the minimums there are $40. I threw $14 to win on the exact 3 horses you would expect looking at the odds board, or thereabout. Actually, I think I did 10 to win on the 7 and the 8, and maybe 20 on the 12, something like that. Just trying to preserve capital. We'll see. I may end up regretting it and wishing I did a show bet, but at the same time, I'm sitting here a little bit out in no man's land at a total that I think should be good enough to win this thing, but you never know because I've got a target on my back at this point.
Yeah. I do like a little bit of the 2 is a long shot here. He has won 3 races, 2 furlongs, and cutting back here.
Marion, a late scratch of the 11.
So we got a scratch of the 11.
Scratch the 11. My advice is you track that. 3 funds of the win play show pool on the 11. First double pick 3.
Can you hear the audio okay?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Little bit of a delay here, and then next up will be Churchill.
Fast and furious next couple hours with, I can see 4 stakes races coming up. Churchill, Gulfstream, Parx, and then Belmont at the Big A race 8 is the Grade 3 Winter Memories, I think is the name of that race.
Yep, we got the Gallant Bob at Parx in like 25 minutes. I know Woodbine has the stakes. Maybe we'll be able to fit that in. We can't show Woodbine live, but it will remain on to be determined depending on post times. I don't remember the horse's name, but I did see this on X today. Apparently there was a horse last night at Remington that when it was born, its mother shunned him.
Approach the gate.
And within an hour and a half of being born, got attacked by a bobcat, ripped off like half its skin around its neck and withers, got taken in by another mare, and then won last night in a maiden claimer. And the trainer was absolutely thrilled. Nobody claimed it, but what a story. I mean,
please tell me the horse's name was Scarface.
No, it was not. I can look it up later, but it wasn't Scarface. But it was. I think it was. The horse's name was like Bobcat Bite. I think.
Well,
Day 7.
That's good enough.
4.
All right.
Horses turning their backs on their children.
Yeah. It happens with people too. Trust me.
Oh, I'm very, very aware of that. Yes.
Happy 420 in the East Coast as we get off here at race 7 at Belmont Park. An exciting 12-5 claimer.
Group up. A few more. Concord Spirit. Goes in. Dad's Good Runner. That's $11. Start of the Olympic 5. Goes in. All set.
Reminds me of Dot Matrix from Spaceballs.
That also is a horse owned by Marshall Graham.
Huh? Surprise appearance?
Right to the front for some reason. Flashes early speed in the green cap for some reason. Has company now from the far outside. Dollars in that early mix. Dad's Good Runner. And in between horses, that's Brew Pub. That's the leading 4. And just behind them, shoved along by Ruben Silvera, is Funny Joke. He's got Royal Position in 5th. It's 2.5, almost 3. In front of Sin Nombre, who's a well-placed 6 now, is comfortable enough with 2 towards the outside. It's Prince of Joy, is right there with Concord Spirit. Towards the back end of the field, there comes the gray, Quiet Wisdom, with the lone trailer far back. Beach Walker's already got to be about 10 off the lead.
22-4. The opening quarter mile, for some reason, with company towards the outside from Dad's. Good runner. Dots Dollar gets a nice journey, no excuses. Is 3 wide, just ranging up. Brew Pub starts to make up some ground, is right in behind them, is a well-placed fourth, and here comes the run from Brew Pub as Dots Dollar is just moving nicely here for Manny Franco. Now gets encouraged to move forward, is not running away from the field yet, though. Dots Dollar, Dad's good runner, is stubborn down towards the inside, and Brew Pub just makes up that ground. Here comes Brew Pub. Center of the racetrack is trying to push on by. Brew Pub has now taken the lead. Back to second, Dots Dollar, battling on still Dad's good runner. Inside the final 16th, though, it'll be Brew Pub. Santana Jr. gets another one. Brew Pub wins it. Give him a rally on late.
Santana really doing a good job migrating up to the New York circuit. Did really well at Saratoga. I think that he's like over 100 wins for the year. I did see a nice feature with him and the MiG on America's Day at the Races earlier.
And I think, candidly, most racing fans just totally wrote the guy off when he went through that 3 for 90 streak or whatever silly. I mean, it was so bad for so long.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it, and then Asmussen stopped using him as his main guy, and I think a lot of us just thought, all right, that's it for this guy. What a killer resurgence, come back to the year kind of stuff. Very cool for him.
Without a doubt, he has been fantastic all summer at Saratoga. He had that Dylan Davis type of summer, and he's continued that right into the fall meet at Belmont at the Big A.
Yeah, and represented by old NYRA executive PJ Campo, who certainly knows his way around a racetrack. All right, Ryan, you got the 2-minute lick here, buddy. 2 minutes Churchill race number 8.
Yeah, we'll be quick. Immersive down on the rail. Florent Giroux booked to ride for the first time. It's a bit of a bicycle horse. I mean, we obviously, she has done very little wrong. 4 wins, 2 seconds, and 6 lifetime starts. But, I mean, she's not really an easy ride around there. She really needs some encouragement. She's a very deserving favorite. I don't particularly like her too much, especially at 2 to 5, as I haven't really seen that progression from 2 to 3. But, I mean, she's not facing the toughest field here. A couple of scratches out of here. We'll go to the number 3, Ivory and Ebony, for Dale Romans, Jose Ortiz. This one is rounding into some good form. We know how fillies can get as they start to round into some a good vein of form. They can always take big step ups. This one took a step up of 8 Beyer speed figure points and 11 on time form last time out when breaking her maiden. Steps right back into stakes company, but she did that at Saratoga, breaking from the 7 post. That's not the easiest thing to do out of the Wilson chute, so I'll give that one a look. We go to Liam in the Dust next. I really wanted to find a reason to single her, but it appears like her best races come on Lasix and maybe even over a wet track. She seems to like Churchill Downs. She's never been out of the exacta in the 3 tries, so maybe I'll give this one a look. I think 5 to 1 is good enough value for me with the Axeman in the saddle. Next up is the number 6 Flashware. 14 to 1 right now, just coming off a brief freshening since mid-July, but back-to-back wins. If she can take a step up, I mean, she essentially kind of paired up those Beyer speed figures, and she could very well take a step forward in her first time around 2 turns since the Honeybee at Oaklawn, where, she's still somewhere around the quarter pole in that race. And then finally, the number 7, Quick Kick. Why is this horse 7 to 1 right now? This horse is clearly the logical second choice, in my opinion. If you don't want to use Immersive, Quick Kick has excelled around 2 turns, especially in her last effort, getting the win in the Iowa Oaks. That was a really nice and professional effort. The previous 2 tracks, she was overmatched and on sloppy surfaces, so I'm willing to forgive those. Her Fairground Oaks, her Honeybee, her Breezer Cup Juvenile, they were all fine, and she's clearly taking a step forward. So at 7 to 1, I'll take every bit of Quick Kick at post number 7 as they are loading into the gate.
They are indeed loading in the gate, and you're getting 7 to 2 on the 1/7 exacta and 10 to 1 on the 7-1 exacta. If you bet that properly, and it comes in that way, you will get a decent price as we get into the Seneca overnight stakes at Churchill Downs, race number 8. And then we'll be right back at it here going into Gulfstream Park, race number 3. I'll get that one queued up. Ryan, you're going to have another one of those run through them. But
That's
we'll
all
have
good.
we'll have a little bit of post drag here for Gulfstream race number 8.
A little bit of post drag at Gulfstream is a good thing. Normally they are a lot of bit of post drag.
Yeah.
Waiting for flash wear and waiting for quick kick.
Well, that's a little too loud, but yeah, they had that 2-year period where they kind of went on time, and then they were like, yeah, no more of that.
They're in the gate, and they're off. Liam in the dust and Immersive both break out okay. Quick kick from the outside, backs off then. Ivory and Ebony comes through toward the inside, and Flashware will settle in at the back of the pack. Immersive takes it to him right off the mark, and she goes out to lead the way and goes off the rail, opens up length and a half now. Liam in the dust content to track her from second as Ivory and Ebony comes through underneath of that one to be third. 5 lengths back to Quick Kick, and Flashware is the trailer. Immersive, the odds-on favorite, gets an opening quarter mile in 24 seconds flat. Heads past the big board in front of length and a half. Liam in the dust and Ivory and Ebony tracking her, heading to the half-mile pole, and now it's even more. Now it's about 8 or 9. Back to Quick Kick and Flashware. Half mile out. Immersive, still the leader. No pressure yet. Liam in the dust and Ivory and Ebony both coming with bids now. Ivory and Ebony's trying to come through toward the inside. There is an opening there, and Jose Ortiz punches her off through, and they put a nose in front. Immersive has to move with Ivory and Ebony. She's doing it so far. These two shoulder to shoulder. Liam in the dust is third. They roll off the turn. Ivory and Ebony floats Immersive out to the center of the track. But Immersive is now roused back.
That's for sure.
In front for long to go. Ivory and Ebony's proving a tough customer. She's not quite backing down, but Immersive is getting the upper hand in the final 16th. And it will be Immersive. A 2-length winner in the end. Ivory and Ebony made a race of it, but settles for second. Then it was Quick Kick and Liam in the dust.
So I think it's Paul Matisse, who's known for saying a lot of things, but one of the things he said that struck me best is when you guys, when a bettor hits a horse at 3 to 5, it needs to win like a 3 to 5 shot for that to feel like a good bet. And that did not feel like a 3 to 5 shot by any means. I mean, nice win, gutted it out. I do think whoever was on that other horse made a nice move to the inside, a little bit surprising, but holy cow, that was tough. I
would like to know I don't want to say anything too critical because I could not ride any of these horses as well as any of the worst jockeys do, but how does Flo leave the rail open to invite Jose to make a move like that? I mean, he was very lucky that Immersive had that amount of horse. It looked like for a second Ivory and Ebony was going to go right on by, and that was going to be that. I just that move was baffling to be able to, and then got floated. I mean, ridiculous for a jockey and a horse of his caliber.
He seemed legit surprised.
Yes, he seemed shocked. He's like, "What? I left 4 paths on the inside, and you chose to go there?" Ridiculous. I mean, look, anyway.
If it's a soaking wet rail, if there's puddles, I mean, I do understand if there's some kind of a deep rail, but I don't get the sense that's what was going on there. I think a lot of these jockeys just seem a little bit sloppy about closing off that gap, and certain horses seem to really thrive on shooting that gap, and like mentally they seem to get really emboldened by it. So you got to not let them do it.
Yeah. 100%. You can't allow that.
We're going to pivot here back to Gulfstream Park here in South Florida. They did get some rain earlier. Ryan, we've got a field of 6 now with 3 scratches here in Gulfstream Park Race 8. This is the Bob Humphrey Sprint Stakes here on the Tapeta, 75K. I'm guessing Bob is no longer with us because they typically don't name races for you while you're alive. But the one, Cruisin' Man, I do think has a huge pace advantage here. What say you?
Yeah, the one Cruisin' Man is Lone Speed, has really good synthetic form. I would say the best in the field. From the inside, Raylu is really just going to send out with this horse. So expect this horse up on the front, and there's really not a lot of other early pace in a race like this. We'll go out to number 3, Biz Biz Buzz. This one has a little bit of early foot, but I don't think is quite fast enough. One I might like underneath. Seems to be in a decent vein of form right now, but again, you're stepping up versus some better horses. But again, I think this one could factor just with the fact that he has a bit of early speed.
Working well as well.
Also working well, yeah. Back-to-back bullets and a nice 3 furlong drill that preceded that one. Amon, who I believe should be an absolute toss in this field. I mean, closing going 5 furlongs, either synthetic or on the turf at Gulfstream Park is very hard to do. He's done it successfully over the Gulfstream Park turf course, but he's winless so far in 4 tries on the synthetic and hasn't been on the since early last year. So this is one I'll fade at 9 to 5. Could even get bet down lower looking at the will pays. I'm happy to be wrong if he beats me. Go to the number 6. Oh, what was that?
Keep going. We're loading.
6 win from within, cutting back, but kind of needs to find some better speed figures there. Has some on turf. And then number 8, Abrir Caminos. This is one that can sit a tactical trip, might factor in underneath. If I had to play anything here, I'd play an exacta 1 over the 3 and the 8. Just trying to get Amon up out of there. Oh, there's also the 9. Yeah, the 9 is okay. The 9 has.
Just leave him as the 9, whatever.
The 9's going to be trying to close from off the pace 5 furlongs. That's pretty tough. They're in the gate.
The outside, Asher's Edge will complete the line.
We welcome in Pete Aiello.
Asher's Edge up and ready for action. Racing in the Humphrey. Eamon was off last, Cruising Man off a step slow, but Cruising Man rushes forward to take the lead. From the far outside, Asher's Edge is going to join him, and these two race on. They've gone 2 better than Win from Within, who's away at early third. Abrir Caminos on his outside, then Biz Biz Buzz, and Eamon is a long way behind. He's better than 15 lengths off the lead of Cruising Man. Cruising Man has the lead, Asher's Edge, right alongside second, 2 back. Abrir Caminos is now third and asked to quicken. From the rail, that's Win from Within. Then Biz Biz Buzz. Zaya's trying to motivate Eamon, but he's a long way behind as they reach the top of the lane. 21 and 3 for the opening quarter. And here's Asher's Edge up to take the lead now. Abrir Caminos swung to the center on the far outside. Biz Biz Buzz. They're an 1/8 of a mile from home. Asher's Edge giving all the right answers. Dedwin Gonzalez. He's a 16th out with a winning lead. Asher's Edge will win the Humphrey, and he'll win it by 3 in the end. Second, Abrir Caminos. Third was Biz Biz Buzz.
Who would have thought that horse I just learned was running ends up winning the race?
That was Rich Strike for you. That was unbelievable. That was a total Rich Strike moment.
And that was the and horse. And
there's the 9. Yeah, that one.
There's the 9.
And Rich Strike was
the 9. 20 to 1, down to 3 to 1. Yeah, they knew.
They always seem to know it at a Gulfstream Park.
Well, we sure as hell didn't know.
No, we did not know. I for one, had no clue.
No.
Oh, yeah, the 9. I mean, that's a total Rich Strike. That's unbelievable.
Well, at 20 to 1, that would have been a great bet, but not so much at that. So let's see what we got. We got 9 minutes to Parx, so let me tee up Parx here. We got the Gallant Bob. We all knew this horse with the 2 to 1 morning line. There was all kinds of noise during the week in terms of what was he going to go off at. Well, right now he is 1-2-9.
I don't think people were predicting a $200,000 win bet in the win pool when the pool opened up. Yeah, I'd say everyone else is looking pretty darn good at these odds, but these odds have a way of shifting pretty quickly, when there's a 1 to 9. But crazily, there's no show or place money on the horse really. So
I was. You took the words out of my mouth. I'm shocked. There is not a whole lot of like the bridge jumper type scenario going on here. So someone's clearly very confident Barnes is going to get the job done to win. Yeah, I mean he's kind of the first. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. That would almost concern me because he's certainly not 1 to 9 in the betting pools, other than the big $200,000 win bet somebody put on him.
Well, yeah. Let's take a look. I'm going to do this quickly. Let's look at the will pays going into this race. And he is definitely a clear favorite, but not to this extent. The 10 and the 1 are the other two that are getting, that got in the multi-race bet some meaningful money, and they do not project to be anywhere close to this multiple of the price of the 5. So
yeah, the 10 and the double is paying $24.80. The 5 is paying $8.40. The 6 is paying $54. Those are probably your two alternate ones here, Donut God and.
Well, look at the screen. Actually, we're looking at a different screen. I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's funny. This is a clear aberration because when you look at the screen that I just saw was the exacta screen. And with the two horses that got money in the double besides Barnes, each exacta was paying $5. So essentially, you could get the math I just did. Essentially, you could have gotten 3-2 odds if you took the top two exactas. So bottom line is I would just wait to see more money flowing. I agree with what Chris Couples said in the chat about CAW money. And yeah, when you talk about CAWs having a field day, they have a field day in correcting weird odds that shouldn't be that way in their opinion. And
this is their favorite, what's going on right now. They love it.
Flush win pools saying, okay, what are we going to do here? Because these odds aren't right. So I do think this will normalize to a degree, but that's an awful lot of money for a Parx pool. So
yes, it is.
We'll see what happens.
All right, let's take a look at the post parade here. We got the 3 coming out.
Yeah, let's see if you do as good a job as Ryan. I know I can't.
David DeTolo, owned by A&J Racing Stable LLC.
Try. I'll let Jessica take over.
Number 5, Barnes, trained by Bob Baffert, owned by Zaydown Racing Stables, ridden by Tyler Gaffalione. Number 6, Donut God, Javier Castellano, aboard for Brian Lynch, owned by Flying Dutchman Breeding and Racing LLC. Number 7, Madhouse, Paco Lopez, aboard for David Van Winkle, owned by James Thayers. Number 8, Fire Pit, Luis Saez, aboard for Lupe Preciado, owned by Traven Stables. Number 9, Friday Surprise, Francisco Martinez, aboard for Uriah St. Louis, owned by Trinbrook Stables Incorporated. And number 10, Neo Equos, Irad Ortiz Jr., aboard for Saffy Joseph Jr., owned by C2 Racing Stable LLC, Ian Parsard, Shining Stables LLC, Stefania Farms, Ken Reimer, Paul Braverman, and Timothy Pinch. Post time, race number 12, the Gallant Bob Stakes, 4 minutes away.
All right, we'll put Parx on mute and just leave them on the screen and talk about this a little bit. I do find it interesting, Matt, that when I look at the doubles into the next race, so you've got Barnes at 1-9 right now, and when you look at the probables in the double, I do like the 3 a bit here, and you're getting 10-1 on them. 5 into the 3.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, look, the bottom line is I know it's hard mentally to separate these things, but these pools are all completely separate. And so something wild in one doesn't necessarily mean the same thing for the others. And, someone looks at a 1-9 shot on the screen and says, well, this isn't bettable. Yeah, it is. So, let's look at that double, looking at the double probables. I'm just going across without doing any handicapping. The 2 top choices for $2, so I'll make it for $1. For $1, one of them's paying $3.20, and for $1, one of them's paying $4.50. And so if you weight the first one a little heavier than the second, you can get pretty close to even money on these doubles by taking Barnes into the top 2 logical picks in the next race. I mean, you may not be excited with an even money bet, but it's a hell of a lot better than 1-9.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Ryan. I'm going to let you run through this. You get the 2-minute warning here, and a little bit more here. But as we're looking at the Gallant Bob Grade 2 here at Parx, take us through the field.
Retribution, a horse that I personally like a little bit. Obviously, a couple steps below the caliber of racehorse that you have in this field. But, he's come through with us, Pimlico at the Chick Lang, and then last time out at Parx also won, both of those times at okay prices. This is one that I think is getting better, just a little kind of in deeper water in this one. We'll go to number 2, Gateskeeper, named after Noah Maher for not telling us his plays ever. For myself and Jackson. This one, obvious long shot in here. I wonder where he's going to be early. Kind of projected to sit a similar trip as Barnes, but obviously I think he's a couple notches below the caliber of racehorse that he is. Number 3, Waxbox. You get 99-1 right now. 85 buyer last time, but not too much else to hang your hat on with that one. Number 4, Alchemism. 99-1, but I think the real odds are around 140 if DRF is correct. So, if you like long shots, go ahead and take it there. He doesn't have a race within about 30 speed figures of what it'll take to win here. You have the number 5, Barnes, obviously a logical favorite in here, but I don't know. I mean, that's a very short price to take on a horse where he has some other reasonable competition. Number 6, Donut God. He's been up close to some slow paces. He has to kind of prove it. He's kind of had trouble staying at the racetrack and getting those consistent back-to-back starts. And he's working out pretty sharply. But other than that, he's kind of got to run a good race before I start to trust him. Number 7, Madhouse, is the horse I thought was interesting. Paco Lopez aboard. This one has some good early speed. I expect him to get out there pretty early. This one's by Vacoma, Florida bred. Recent runs were at Canterbury, so that's a little bit different. But gets up to Parx. Paco Lopez takes the ride. Worth maybe an underneath shot to round out some exactas if you like a price. Number 8, Fire Pit, Luis Saya is on board. This one also has a little bit of forward speed, but speed figures are a little bit light for what it'll take. Number 9, Friday Surprise, more the same. A horse that's in here, and I'm sure the connections are stoked, but I don't really see him with much of a chance. Neo Equus is number 10. I want to say he's interesting, and at 6-1, I guess I would take that, but he's probably going to come down a little bit lower as the CAWs continue to even out this playing field here. This one won 2 back in the Jersey Shore at Monmouth when more or less just kind of walking the dog at well on odds on. I don't want to take him right back here. Lost at Charlestown last time out to Barbadian Runner. He's going to set a nice trip. So maybe he's the most logical upsetter, but not one that I'm going to take. I'll go. I'll do a 5-7 exact. I'm also going to play some doubles. 5 into my top pick of the day. The number 3, Clicquot.
Followed by Donut God.
Noah has a comment for you, Ryan.
He's next.
Oh, I bet he does. Yeah, deserved, but I'll take it.
Madhouse and Waxbox. They're the next 2.
And I'm playing some of these exactas.
Alchemism
These are really
walks
not
right in.
that bad.
Along with Fire Pit.
We got 13 minutes to Churchill, the Dogwood after this.
Barnes, the 1-5 favorite, takes his spot. Friday
21
Surprise.
minutes to
He'll be
Durham.
the next one. Just waiting on Friday Surprise and Neo Equus.
Chris, we got to work on your skills like
Friday
Todd
Surprise
Schrupp,
is
being able to talk right up to the second that they leave the gate. It's uncanny how good he is at doing
And now they're all in.
Yeah, he has a producer in his ear.
Yeah,
Often Racing
smart.
in the
I agree.
Gallant Bob. Good start for this field of 10. Neo Equus with some early speed. Madhouse
couldn't even
out to
find
join him.
the
And
link
Madhouse
for the
comes up
email.
to take the lead. Fire Pit, the gray, goes with him. And chasing him in between horses. Donut God, he's into 4th. Gateskeeper. Friday Surprise forwardly placed. It's Retribution, followed by Alchemism. Then Waxbox has 1 beat, and that is the heavy favorite Barnes, who is 10th and last. As they head on with a half mile to go. 21-2. And leading the way, Madhouse. He's under pressure from Fire Pit.
21-2 is quick.
Towards the far turn. They're kicking clear from the field on the inside. Madhouse, Fire Pit. And on the outside, beginning to move, Neo Equos. He's
Where's
into third.
Barnes?
The Gateskeeper.
He will
He's
lead
in
the
on
front
between
wings.
horses. Donut God. He's fifth.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Retribution. As they go around the far turn, leading the way. Madhouse and Fire Pit. These two have been in tandem throughout. Barnes is getting in gear from the back, but he has so much work to do. Madhouse, Fire Pit. These two, nothing really separating them. Gateskeeper on the outside. He's making up some ground. Retribution's found his stride. Barnes down the center of the track has so much work to do. And it's Madhouse who has a 16th left. Fire Pit chases gamely on the far outside. Barnes, and it's going to be Madhouse. Madhouse gets the win, an upset in the Gallant Bob Stakes. Final time, 108 and 3.
Wow.
2 to 5.
Down the drain.
The place and show pool, the place pool is fascinating. The horse was, although it's funny, it's amazing. The frustration, my odds just updated. I mean, seriously. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that is a serious head scratcher to be flailing and last the entire time like that. What the heck?
Fourth.
That was, well, it's horse racing.
I don't know what that was. Honestly, I don't know what that was. I'm not suggesting anything nefarious, but I have a hard time imagining arguably the best trainer in the country sending a horse here having no idea he was going to be that terrible. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was very bad in every way, shape, or form. I mean, you lost to a horse who best Fire speed figure was a 79. That horse finished in third in Fire Pit, and the horse in second was Gateskeeper, if I'm not mistaken. So Noah's namesake finished in second and rounded out the exacta, unless I had that wrong.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay.
Absurd.
I hope no one got stung too badly there.
I didn't monkey with that because I learned to just not monkey with Parx.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
One of those things to where it's the one day of the year. Let's lose the max amount on Parx. All right, let's get to Churchill Downs race number 9. We've got a 7 furlong affair here on the dirt, the Dogwood Stakes, presented by Resolute Racing for fillies, 3-year-olds and up. So you don't have to go rapid fire through this, Ryan. We've got 9 minutes. I think we got resources coming in soon. As we've been on here for about an hour, Howard and Kyle will be coming in here shortly. So feel free to go through. Thank you.
Will do. We also have, I believe it's a stakes race coming up at Belmont at the Big A. It's showing 0 minutes for me.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
As we're going rapid fire.
All right, I didn't see the Belmont one, so let me get that one up here. That is Belmont. Which race?
Race number 8.
Okay, give me your best bet here because we're going to be going off here in a minute.
I like the 9. Chad Brown scratched the rail runner in Opulent Restraint, and the number 9 is Griselda, 5-2 for Flavian Pratt. So I'll take that one, as I believe they've broken through the gate already.
They break through the gate, or
no? Like the race is off. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm having an update issue here.
I'll just call the race for everybody. The 8 at 46-1 is leading and doesn't have much of a chance. The 2, who's the even money favorite, is just a length behind and in a pretty good spot. The 7's in the catbird seat behind the 8. The 2 is now moving. The 3, who is the 5-2 choice, is moving right behind the 2. So as they hit the top of the stretch, I'm going to shut up.
They reach the top of the lane. Mayday ready. Now gets the cue. Immediately pounced to the outside by Ready for Candy, who runs right on by the top two. Ready for Candy gets the jump. Griselda is cut loose. Here's Paradise City. And Paradise City is coming after the leader, Ready for Candy. It's Ready for Candy who's trying to find this final 16th. Paradise City is trying to run this rival down in the late stage. It's going to be tight. Photo finish. Photo between Ready for Candy to the inside, who's trying to hold off the rush.
Ricardo
Santana again.
The Guns N' Roses horse?
Ready for Candy?
Yeah, that's Paradise City.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, that was interesting.
It was.
I have a buddy who, in the old days, I would go to the track with him or the OTB, and he couldn't stand the races not going fast enough. And it made him crazy watching, and it was just an excruciating, a lot of this was harness racing, so it was just an excruciating minute and 56 seconds. And he would often just say, call me the race, but don't call the race like the race caller. He's like, just call the race for my horses. So that, for example, if he had bet Barnes, I would have just the whole time said, I don't know what's going on. You have no chance. You're way in the back. You got to be 3 lanes back. Forget it. Top of the stretch. Don't listen to what Jessica's saying. She has to mention the horse. He has no prayer. Like, he would want a personalized call like that
it's like the sad race call, right? Like,
yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, you can get someone to do it for you. It's kind of nice.
Well, I mean, that's an interesting thing, like to have alternate race callers just call. You click a button, like, give me the call of the 4 in the second race.
Well, you turn on a baseball game and you have the option of listening to the home to the announcers of either team. Like, how cool would that be if these tracks had 8 announcers for an 8-horse race and they just called it's a little tough when you're like me, Dutching a bunch of horses. It's just watching my ears trying to figure out.
But, if you're the horse, it's like, 99-1, it'd be like, okay, you're at the post. You have no chance.
Yeah. So
why'd you bet this horse?
Called you, the 13 or whatever.
Why did you bet this?
The 9.
You dumb? You should find another game to do. And then oh my God.
Wait, you have a chance.
You have a chance. You have a chance. And then when it runs third, it's like, did you bet the show? Oh, you're a moron. All right. Ryan, 4 minutes to Churchill Downs with this 7 furlong stakes at Dogwood here. I'll let you run through this as we go through this and get ready to get to post in about 4.5, 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time to talk about this one. We'll start from the rail with Echo Sound. Going over the past performances for this, I didn't like this horse strictly because of the jockey booking. And I think the last race's ride on Immersive just enhances that confidence that I have in, Echo Sound maybe not getting the perfect trip there. Number 2, Gerland's Empire. Bit of obviously deserving long shot. Dallas Stewart, who just ran second in the previous race, I believe, unless that was Dale Romans. It was one of the two. But this one, really going to need to step up. Could hope that maybe the 7 furlongs brings this one a little bit closer into the race. Maybe this one can factor well underneath. Number 4, Ragtime, is my top play on any race card throughout the country today. However, currently 4 to 5 is much too low. So I'll go ahead and just watch. This is a filly I'm really looking forward to seeing, hopefully, in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, as I think she has the correct run style going the 7 furlongs at Del Mar. She can be very tactical. Blinkers off in here for the stakes effort. Ran a winning race last time, but Kilwin was in razor sharp form getting back onto the dirt last time out. So I'll give her maybe a minimal excuse in there, losing to a horse that was maybe just a little bit better on the day. Number 5, Strong State. One that's going to be coming from off the pace. Yep.
Quick interruption. Ragtime. I know Matt will agree with me on this. Great movie before Ryan was born.
Yes. Also used to be forced to play that by Scott Joplin on the piano by my parents.
Yes. All right. Continue on, Ryan. I know that means nothing to me.
No worries. Number 5, Strong State in here for Al Stahl. Another one that's going to be coming from well off the pace. Going to really need the pace to heat up, and I don't see a whole lot of it in here. But we'll go out to the number 6, Sturgeon Moon. This one, I think, maybe has an outside look. I really like the way that she can finish off those races. You get Christian Torres aboard now. Second try going the 7 furlong distance after winning the Audubon Oaks at Ellis Park just a little bit ago with Tyler Gaffleone aboard that day. Faces a bit of a tougher field in here. The number 7, Delightful Claire. This is an interesting one. I feel like if it wasn't for the number 8, Mega Mill drawn to her outside, she'd be sitting that perfect stalking trip. However, I believe Axel can maybe make things a little bit difficult early on the number 7, Delightful Claire, if they both send out of there. Again, this race is going 7 furlongs, so they should both be pretty close up on it. But to wrap up with the 8, Mega Mill, this is one that kind of has to just go from the gate. Maybe she trips out in here. This would be kind of the long shot that I pay attention to. I think Delightful Claire is obviously a deserving second choice at the moment. But I do think it's going to be ragtime. So I'll maybe play a little small exacta 4-8, just in the hopes that Mega Mill kind of gets the easiest trip, cleanest trip, breathes that clean air the entire way around there. So ragtime, though, she looks like the good. She backed up that allowance win with the same buyer speed figure, again, running a very nice race in defeat in the grade 1 test. And she other than the number 1 Echo Sound, she doesn't face any really tough opponents in here that are, graded stakes quality, in my opinion.
I'm gonna settle with you with the long shot with Mega Mill. I'm gonna do I'm gonna use the 4, 7, 8 in a few different combos and whatnot, but the 8 and Birch II would be good for me as we are getting into the gate here.
Horses have reached the starting gate. It's post time.
And we've got Travis Stone with us. And we will pivot out to the Durham Cup at Woodbine. We'll get a Woodbine race in here, race number 9. I don't know if I have PPs for that, but we can kind of go through it on the fly. Up next, grade 3.
Waiting for ragtime, Delightful Claire, and Mega Mill.
This is where you're supposed to say, like, and the most important opinion is yours. Like, you give me times that
there are 82 bets really available. There are 82 bets available here.
The gate.
I'm not going to do it.
And
I
they're
guess
off.
not.
Delightful Claire and Echo Sound, the two of them break out well. Gerland's Empire has some early speed too. They race up the chute, and Delightful Claire quick early steps out to lead. Mega Mill comes on from the outside to put a little bit of pressure on from second. Gerland's Empire third. Echo Sound is down inside fourth, just inside of Gerland's Empire. A break of 3, back to Sturgeon Moon, then it's Ragtime. Ragtime to the lead. Delightful Claire, and the trailer is strong.
1 to 2 to 1.
Their way to the far turn. Delightful Claire clicks off a quarter in 22 and 4. It's the far turn, unopposed so far. Delightful Claire whistles round the far turn. Mega Mill in pursuit second. Gerland's Empire, Echo Sound still together. Third and fourth, farther back.
Come on,
Sturgeon Moon fifth. Ragtime starts to make progress down inside. Strong State goes to the far outside, starting to close in though. Very wide for that one. They're off the turn. Delightful Claire confronted by Mega Mill. Mega Mill in the lead. Strong State continues to rally. And Ragtime is going to 1 furlong to go. Delightful Claire. Ragtime comes charging on through. And Ragtime from off the pace finishes full of run to win the Dogwood.
Oh, yeah.
Howard.
Time first. Strong State Delightful Claire. That was either Sturgeon Moon.
That works, boys.
Breeders' Cup Billy Mare Sprint.
5s. I don't usually root for 4 to 5s, but I need the Twin Spires contest, so still live. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Howard. How are you?
How's everyone doing?
Excellent.
Doing all right.
Wonderful.
All right.
If Chunk of Gold can win the oh man, it's a party in here now. It's the Florida Man.
Yeah, now we're back. Now
let's
we're
rock
so
and
back.
roll. Now the show really starts.
That's
Kyle.
right.
Let's go.
What's
I
up?
got the heavy hitters in here now. What's up, everyone? How you doing, Kyle?
Doing great, man. We're having not so good so far today. I don't know what the hell happened that last race. But
that's Parx, baby.
Where? There's like 5 different tracks.
That's Parx, baby.
No, Ryan knew what I was talking about. Jesus Christ, man. Hopefully,
you
we
want to
turn it around.
have Barnes in last on the backstretch in your Gallant Bob pool?
No.
Holy crap, man.
I'm going to guess actually Bob did.
Holy
Hey, can I ask you a quick question? I mean, I would assume that was sort of a prep for. What's up, Mike Carmoli? How you doing? I'm assuming that was a bit of a prepper to see if he should go in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Now what?
50 claimer.
Yeah, that was the prep for the allowance optional claimer at Santa Anita in December.
Ryan, do you think they just rest him up for the Malibu? Do you think they're going to run the Breeders' Cup with him?
I mean, I hope not. I don't know where you go with him. I mean, he lost every bit of the early speed he once had. That was nowhere to be found. I don't think he broke particularly terrible. Maybe he got squeezed back, but even then, still nothing. Chris Couple said retires. Yeah, maybe he'll probably get a stud deal for like $25,000 at I don't know, WinStar or something for absolutely no reason. So
he could be in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. He could be in the Breeders' Cup Mile. He could be in the Malibu, or they honestly could retire him. Like, it could be anything from.
He could be last in any of those 3 races. I completely.
I mean, obviously he wasn't bad.
And be 4-1.
And be 4-1.
Didn't break. Anyway,
so I'm saying I hope he goes to the Breeders'
I
Cup.
hope he goes. Yeah.
Oh my God, he'd be a takeout reducer. That'd be fantastic.
Or he wins it.
He could be a broach. He could be all those types of things.
anyone see the show money at Parx? Wow.
I didn't.
The 2 paid $59 to place. The
Holy
2.
crap. Let me look at these pools here.
I wanted to see what the try paid and all that. I mean, that was just
The try is for 50 cents, 3,900, Matt.
Yep.
For
That's
50
not
cents.
that bonkers, actually. That's really.
I mean, I don't think the try pool is.
I wonder what the
even
pool
on- even
size
Parx
was.
is,
Yeah.
Like, how are things going, Chris? Anyone in the chat here? Anyone out there in horse racing land?
Plenty of people in the chat. We've been Tom Espinosa liked my airplane reference that only Matt got, which is not surprising. Kyle, are you here in the great state of Florida?
I am not yet. I was actually going to make the announcement on Tuesday, but I guess the cat's out of the bag. No, I will be moving down there on Wednesday.
Nice job, Chris.
Ryan said it first.
I think I did it first.
It's fine. It's not
Ryan did do it first.
It's not that big of a deal. I'm just messing with you guys. No, I start moving down there on Wednesday. So I'll be down there fully moved in and everything by next Saturday. So
that's awesome. Well, we're happy to have you. You'll be close to me. We'll have to hook up in Tampa
Would love to.
winter. Maybe get some good stuff going on there, Howard. We'll talk about that in the background.
Yeah. I've never been to Tampa either, so that's definitely going to be one we have to hit.
Well, you're coming to Florida at a very interesting time where there's all kinds of new things happening.
Oh yeah,
Howard, we do have a grade 3 coming up at Woodbine. You want to talk about it? We got 2 minutes. Ryan Anderson has been running through the PPs.
Gulfstream's got a minute to race 9. Is that a stake? Out of respect to the bet and boozing guys that covered it?
No, it's not. It's an allowance optional in the middle.
All right. You're the boss, Chris. I didn't look at Woodbine today at all, to be honest. But
all right. Well, I don't have PPs for this one, but I will stop and go and share this here and Equibase. So, Ryan, go for it.
All right. We'll start with the rail. You got Cool Kiss. Probably going to need to step up. This one's a deep close. They're going to need some pace in front of her, in front of him, starting off strong in order to win this one. But pass for me. Next, we'll go to post position 2. That's Journeyman. Kevin Nichols aboard for Michael Wright Jr. This one has some tactical speed, stretching, or rather cutting back from the 1 3/8 journey last time in an optional claimer where faded late, maybe has a little bit more foundation. I think is probably best at around this distance. Synthetic tries have been respectable, but maybe a little bit better on turf. Number 3 is Classic Motown, another one that's going to be coming from off the pace. So hopefully gets a little bit pace up in front of him. But I don't know about this spot. Seems a little overmatched. Has been beaten by a good group of these in previous tries. The number 4, Play Me a Tune, is interesting, stretching out to 2 turns for the first time since a mile effort at Woodbine last year in the Woodbine Mile. Finished 5th by 4 lengths behind Win for the Money, Filo de Ariana, and some others. Number 5, Paramount Prince. This is going to be a speed type for Patrick Husbands aboard for Mark Cassie. Expect this one to go to the lead early. The number 6, Skyro, as they're loading into the game. Another one coming from off the pace. The number 7 is your favorite, 7-5 right now on Dresden Row. This one's probably going to stop the pace, probably projects to trip out and sit the best kind of trip. I don't really have a strong opinion. Oh, also the 8's in this race, and I just noticed that. Going back to earlier, Gulfstream, the 8's going to be your winner. Good luck.
Yes, we like that.
Fantastic.
Very good.
I'm 5-3 here. 5-3 here with an exacta bucks.
Skyro was entered at the
outside
Presque
to Loose
Isle mile and
with a
scratched
start.
to this spot. I'm
Correct.
not saying I like him, but Gulfstream horse. Kyle's gonna love this
comes
horse.
up, stand by for a start in the Durham
Yeah,
Cup.
my favorite.
All in.
Gulfstream to PETA specialist.
That was
On their way,
fantastic.
and best into stride, Paramount Prince going straight to the lead. Over on the inside, Cool Kiss, away sharply, Dresden Row on the pace, within the center, Sky Row, and looking for racing room between runners, Journeyman, Loose Wire the outside. Play Me a Tune back, second last, Classic Motown, the early trailer as they take the turn out the stretch, and the leader, Paramount Prince by 3/4, Dresden Row. Loose Wire's caught wide, going up on the extreme outside, Skyro dipping in behind, and Handy Journeyman, and on the inside, Cool Kiss. Next to last, Play Me a Tune, one away last, Classic Motown. About 5 lengths first to last. Paramount Prince in front as they stack up in the lead. Dresden Row the center. On the outside, 3 wide, Loose Wire. A length and a half away, Journeyman just ahead of on the inside, Cool Kiss. Classic Motown started to come forward, 3 wide around Sky Row, and on their inside, Play Me a Tune. Paramount Prince and Dresden Row the top 2 as they start the run at the half mile. A length clear. On the inside is Cool Kiss, and in the center, Journeyman from Loose Wire. And Play Me a Tune on the inside of Skyro, the widest Classic Motown. On the rail, Paramount Prince, a neck in front of Dresden Row, getting every inch closer now. They're 2.5 in front of Cool Kiss as they sprint, and they continue on here. It is Paramount Prince being tested now for the first time really fully by Dresden Row, and Dresden Row on the outside just in front. They turn together from in third, Cool Kiss. Right behind them at Dresden Row. Out in the lead in second placing is Paramount Prince, and then came Cool Kiss. A real battle, Paramount Prince kicking on. Dresden Row, Paramount Prince and Cool Kiss taking aim. Dresden Row's got the better of Paramount Prince, but Cool Kiss, Cool Kiss is running over the top of them. Cool Kiss on the outside, and Cool Kiss has got up to win.
Wow.
Cool Kiss in the Durham Cup, defeating
love
Dresden
Robert
Row.
Geller.
Then Paramount
destroyed
Prince
each
and
other.
Play Me a Tune from out wide of Classic Motown, Sky Row, and towards the back, Loose Wire and Journeyman was last. 142.74.
Marty.
As Big Stopper would say, Cool Kiss, yes.
True.
I just Robert Geller is one of the best announcers that I think gets forgotten about. He
It's
is
completely correct.
fantastic.
Yeah, he is fantastic.
It is
He-
absolutely on the money.
He is found at
Tell how-
Woodbine for sure.
He can tell how a horse is moving from 100 yards before the finish line. It's
Yep.
amazing.
And it's it's the one everyone forgets about because he
Correct.
calls Woodbine only.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just everyone forgets about him. But I completely agree with you. I feel like every time we cover, like Natalma Day or something or summer or whatever, we all bring that up every time we watch
You have
Woodbine.
to.
So
You have to.
All right. Looks like we've got some time here until the next race, which is going to be
Belmont.
Belmont. In probably like 10 minutes.
correct. Yeah. That's what it looks like. So you
All right,
got-
Howard, I'm going to turn the dirties over to you for a few minutes. Going to take a quick timeout. I'll be back shortly. That's okay with you?
Timing couldn't be worse as I'm trying to get.
I'll do it. I got
contest
you.
bet in.
I got you.
Kyle, you do it for 2 minutes, please.
I got you, Chris.
Thank you.
No worries. All right, gentlemen. So, yeah, next is Belmont. Belmont's actually the other track I didn't look at either today. I'll be completely honest with everyone. I had 3 tracks looked at today. Belmont was not one of them. So let me pull that up real quick, and we'll talk about the PPs. It's big for the group, though. I don't know if you guys brought up the group tickets as the double carryovers have entered the chat in Ryan's favor from yesterday. I don't know if you brought that up either, Ryan, but that definitely needs to be brought up. Let me get this up right now, and we'll talk about it. Because then we got Belmont in 8 minutes, according to mine, then Parx, and then Churchill will be right after that. So actually, Gulfstream just did go off. We're going to be a little too late on it, but they're coming around the far turn. Obviously, we looked at this on Betting and Boozing. Here, I can actually, we're doing this. Hold on. I got to get rid of this. But we'll go here. Oh, cool. Well, 30-1 just won the race. I didn't get it up in time.
All right, so it's good we missed it. 'Cause
Gulfstream.
that was not going to work out for us.
It was probably the
It's-
horse I forgot was in the race.
It was the outside horse. Who probably.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no,
I
there's
had
a
no
horse
idea.
30-1 and 40-1 both to the out. Dude, Gulfstream Park, dude, when it rains out there and they run on the Tapeta,
Yep.
the speed is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
My horse was all the way in the back that I liked on the show, Maitre D, which ended up going off as the second choice, like I thought she would, or he would, excuse me. Man, that's freaking ridiculous. Either way, guys, so we got Belmont here, race number 9. So allowance 88,000 N1X, 7 furlongs on the dirt. Looks like they have a pretty heavy morning line favorite, Chad Brown, Flavian Pratt, as per usual out there, it seems like, in the number 3, Worthy Charge. Ryan, you look at every single track, it feels like every single
right.
day. So I know you got an opinion on this one at least. Is it the 1 to 2 on top, or are you going to try and pull a Ryan Anderson cliche and try and beat this one?
Absolutely not taking Worthy Charge on top in here. Had a really soft trip last time at Saratoga, and taking a horse off of, given it was a blowaway maiden win, but taking a horse facing winners for the first time at a price like that, even though it's strong connections, is not something I really want to do in a spot like this. I ended up going with the number 8 Vetriano. Clear second choice in all the will pays, but I like this horse. Just second time in the barn for Linda Rice, who, even though this is coming out of a barn that's hard to train out of, in Brad Cox, Linda Rice does a pretty good job. You get the jockey attractions of Johnny V in the saddle. I'll give an excuse. Last time out, kind of lost all chance at the start in that effort, and this is a horse that really needs to be up and on the pace. Drew nicely to the outside. I think Caldo Candy for the Red Hot Ricardo Santana barn is the one that can maybe make things, or Red Hot, just Ricardo Santana, could maybe make things a little bit difficult, as you are showing the replay, as just a great host move here. Again, I think Vetriano, he's kind of faced a lot better. You go back to the grade 1 H. Allen Jerkins that he went against in his 4th career start. He's kind of just muddled around the allowance companies, but I want to give him one more shot here. He drew nicely. You get Johnny V, 4-1 right now. Shouldn't be too much lower, maybe 7-2, 3-1 come post time. That's fine with me. I'll play, maybe a small win bet on him and some doubles into the next race, because the turf sprints have been pretty easy to find prices at Belmont at the Big A, as speed has been very favorable.
Yeah, and we all know how I feel about those types of races, so we'll be avoiding that. But obviously, you could see Timeform agrees with you. Howard, I'll let you go here a second. But yeah, Timeform definitely agrees with you, Ryan. Hopefully, being the pace of the pace, you have the 3 just in behind at those low odds. So hopefully, you can get all the way through. Howard, what you got for me?
I like Vetriano a lot.
Beautiful.
If he breaks, there's no, and Johnny V's aggressive. There's no reason why this horse can't wire the field. Worthy Charge was very good last time. He was really well meant to, and he was bet down a lot. He could be a complete monster. I would just like to see it again. This is a much, much tougher field, obviously, than the main special weight. We see these horses run off the screen in their main races, and it's not easy to replicate that. If Vetriano breaks and is aggressive, I think Worthy Charge is going to have to run a very big race to catch him. I'm alive in the Naira contest and Twin Spires right now. I don't really want to say Twin Spires. I'm in 11th, so I actually made a big move up there with Ragtime. I got a long way to go. Naira not doing well, but this could change things right here. Not going to say what I'm doing, but I agree with Ryan. I think Vetriano, realistically, is the only one that could beat Worthy Charge. And in our big group, pick 5s and pick 6s, I think we only have those 2. I'm looking, yeah. So one of those 2 better win.
Yeah,
there we go. If we could focus real quick on the race Worthy Charge came out of, because obviously he got a huge number in that 96. He beat a horse Chillax who has 4 seconds for Belmont. That kind of is one of those horses that maybe doesn't like to finish in first, kind of that herd animal, who ended up going off the favorite that day. And in third place was Roger, a horse that had previously only raced on turf and synthetic. So I really don't know. There wasn't a whole lot to go off in that race of horses that had a lot of form. I agree with Howard that Worthy Charge was very well meant that day. I don't necessarily think that means he can step right up into a group drawn inside going 7 panels against winners for the first time. I think that's quite a big ask. And this might be a talented horse, but I still think this is kind of every reason to play against Worthy Charge here.
I know I remember Worthy Charge because that was one of those outside horses in the Wilson shoe where there was all that talk about horses not being able to win from 8 posts and out. So that's how I remember.
In fact, I believe this was the August 10th. I think this was the first winner out of the 8 post, out of the Wilson chute, since they've run out of it.
Because I was there and on my birthday, it goes wrong.
Correct.
Chillax, we talked, myself, Patrick, and Ryan Mistretta, not Ryan Anderson, when we were there in July, we actually talked to Junior about Chillax, and he was really frustrated with Chillax. They put blinkers on, he still couldn't win. He's been extremely disappointing. He's like, has like 5 seconds. He's probably won $100,000, but he just can't break his maiden.
He reminds me a lot of geopolitics. Thank you,
Dolphin.
That's good ball knowledge there.
Good ball knowledge. Fantastic ball knowledge.
Because they added blinkers to geopolitics as well, and it didn't help in the first couple starts. He's, since then, I think he's broken his maiden.
Yeah, he broke his maiden like in his 6th or 7th start with 6 seconds or something like that. So,
and you were right. That is the only horse that's won that far out of the Wilson chute.
Mm-hmm. So. It's dude, just ball knowledge out. It's the way it goes around here at the HHH Racing Podcast.
That's right. That's what we're all here for, dude. There's a fly in this room that is getting tantalizingly close to me and will not let me just annihilate it.
It's just toying with you. Like I said,
well, if you answer your glasses, you'll get it for sure.
We got eight minutes.
That's a good.
We got 8 minutes to the cotillion, by the way, guys.
I'm gonna pull that one up right now. I'm keeping an eye on Belmont. Belmont just went to post time, but the cotillion, obviously, guys, it's the co-feature on the day at Parx. $1 million for your 3-year-old fillies. It's bouncing back and forth between Good Cheer and Scottish Lassie right now. According to my projection, I see it they're gonna finish right about the same. It's like 7-5, 8-5. And they're both flip-flopping. I haven't looked at the will pays yet, but that is what I at least see. Let me take a look at the will pays. Obviously, they're going to be astronomical by who won that last race. You got 131 to Scottish Lassie for a $2 double, 171 to Good Cheers. So probably 7-5, 8-5 in favor of Scottish Lassie. I can bring up the PPs as well if we want to talk about these two, but let's do that after because they're just loading into the gate here for Belmont. So I
got the audio up.
You got it? I was going to say I can do it too if you need to, whatever you want.
Field set to load. Post time for today's night. Remarkably makes sense. Vetriano.
I'm on the 6 here, Zippy Mark, taking a flyer. First time at the distance.
And then Howard, you said group tickets only the 3 and the 8.
Yep, that's all we got.
Okay. Good luck.
We need the 8 to break. If the 8 doesn't break, he's got no shot. He's got to break. He didn't even really ask much in the lane. I thought that last effort was actually better than it looked even. But whatever. He's got to run his race to have a chance at all.
Goes in. All set.
Broke fine.
He broke.
Yep.
So I'm a little ahead of you guys, my bad.
Vetriano right out towards the front is up by a quick neck. Caldo Candy applies the pressure to the outside.
Stop the race.
Up with them is
That'd be nice.
Leading trios in between Como Rise. Just behind them, Worthy Charge is a well-spotted 5th, 3 wide in that second grouping. Towards the back end of the field, that's Chileno, the 2 trailers. The Zippy Mark would make sense. They're all chasing Vetriano.
Kind of wanted anything different here.
Velasquez just tugging at his rider as Vetriano will take one to the far turn through a 22.69 opening quarter mile. It's Vetriano in front. Here comes Caldo Candy. It's reemerged. Caldo Candy moves into the margin. Is back within a half length of the leader. Also, here comes a move from Worthy Charge. 3 wide. Worthy Charge.
Come on, Vet.
For Flavien Pratt is chasing the leader. Vetriano, who's traveled well throughout, still appears to have some horse in hand here. Approaching the quarter mile left to go. What does Vetriano have at the top of the stretch? Cut loose is Worthy Charge on the 7 racetrack.
Leads.
Candy not going away.
Switch leads.
Switch
Darn it. Go with them.
Worthy Charge.
Either one of them now. 3 to switch.
Vetriano's got a final throw on to get.
Go with him.
Margin a little bit. Now Worthy Charge going to try one final time. Vetriano, Worthy Charge will not give in. Keeps coming after Vetriano.
Yeah.
Vetriano.
Oh my. Guys, that is huge for the pick 5 and pick 6 for our group. Huge.
Yeah, it is.
It's massive.
It's only 4-1. That is monstrous. Oh boy.
especially
we
when
need
talking
a price in the next race at really bad for our group
Out of
tickets.
curiosity, who did you guys use in the last? Because I was only the all button. I could not.
It's a horrible race. It's
That
absolutely
race
awful.
gave me headaches.
Yeah, it's awful. I can respond, but I'm just finishing making a Churchill Downs contest bet. Sorry.
No,
I'll
you're
get
good.
back to you on that.
4 minutes to Parx. Should we talk about
that's
it?
what I was going to say. We'll talk about the Parx, the cotillion, of course, as I mentioned, $1 million on the line for the 3-year-old fillies. Still headed by Good Cheer as of the betting right now, who I believe we'll just start with Good Cheer. Obviously, we know of her. We know exactly what she's going to do. Running in the Alabama last time, arguably a little disappointing. I mean, granted, she only ran with 6 different horses, but it was a 2-horse race and really never threatened nitrogen at all in that race. I'll bring her up on the screen here. Ryan, I'll let you talk just because Howard is doing his thing, and I'll let you I'll let anyone else, Chris or Matt, add on after Ryan talks. But Good Cheer, I almost feel like with her, Ryan, it's almost like unless she takes a step forward, which we've wanted her to do for the last 5 races, it just seems like we know what she is. And if anyone else like Lacara or Scottish Lassie put up numbers that they had before, I don't know if she's going to be able to do it at 6-5.
Yeah, look, Scottish Lassie. Well, we'll start with Good Cheer. You mentioned it. She just hasn't taken a step forward. She always runs her race, with the exception of that ridiculous track on Acorn Day. She always runs her race, and I just don't think she has really that progression, that step forward. She ran well in the Alabama, but she never truly threatened nitrogen that day, who was just pretty easily the best horse in there, off a very good trip, I should add. But I don't really know what to make of Good Cheer because I haven't seen that step forward and that progression from 2 to 3. Like, she jumped forward a little bit, but she's run that same number, the 89s, 91s. That's pretty much her wheelhouse. So she has to take a step forward for me to trust her again. At 6-5, yeah, I'm not trusting her there.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. Obviously, Matt, you are the man when it comes to just looking at numbers alone, and you have basically a clear-cut 2 horses in here. Then you kind of just have Lacara, and then after that, it's basically everyone else. Although Clico is taking a ton of money here, which is a horse that I saw live win the Indiana Oaks. But obviously, this is a huge step up for her. But interesting to see that type of money rolling on her.
Well, yeah, and if the doubt on Good Cheer is figures, well, then what do you have to say about Clico? I mean, that those figures are a clear step below. So either you believe the figures or you don't. But even if you're in between, this one looks like it has kind of a double jump it needs to make. Yeah, I don't know. For me, Good Cheer, these last couple, it doesn't feel like this horse has matured and grown up the same way. It just doesn't seem to have maintained the same trajectory. It seems to have flattened out a bit. And yeah, I'd be against here.
I will say for Clico, the one kind of credit I give her and the reason I like her today is even though that figure came up light in the Indiana Oaks, she was one of the only horses to make up any ground on that track. They set, I think, 4 track records that day. It was all speed. It was get to the lead, and that was it. She was helped a lot by Heavenly Sunset, I want to say her name was. Got eased in that race, who was the co-favorite. But again, I just like the way that she did that. You get Irad Ortiz off a brief questioning. Maybe she takes that double step forward. But I figure we know what Good Cheer is. Scottish Lassie has to repeat that Saratoga effort in order to kind of threaten in here. That's pretty much her only race that puts her anywhere close. The 4 Indy Bay is way too big of a price right now. She's stretching out. She's stretching out to 2 turns by Take Charge. Indy just won at Charlestown with a 94 buyer going 2 turns. It was only 7 furlongs, but went 2 turns. 15-1 right now. I have to sprinkle a little bit on that horse to win, just because I think that price is much, much too high for a horse doing something like this for the first time that she should have no issue doing.
Yeah, and I've been very high on her many times in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Just the one question is, can she get that type of distance? As you mentioned, she already went 2 turns technically. Yeah. However, obviously it's a little bit of different 2 turns than we're used to seeing. However, we'll see exactly how she's going to run here. I'm very interested to see.
We can show Parx, guys. We can show it, Kyle.
Yep. Yeah, I know. He had it up. I'll bring it up right now. I got you. And they're off right now at Parx. I'm bringing it up as we speak.
going to guess the 2 is winning.
Yes, the 2 is up front so far. But the 8's coming from the outside.
Scottish Lassie didn't send. I'm shocked. I don't know why.
Ooh. Scottish Lassie was just in pretty tight.
Scottish Lassie didn't even try to send. Maybe they were worried about a speed duel.
Joel. Audio?
I feel like we're going to try and run down good.
Good cheer sitting a nice 3-wide trip right now. I mean,
it's not even.
I know Noah's rooting for dry powder right now.
I actually liked that horse last time.
I did. Oh, dude, we crushed that horse last time at Parx. That's.
I know Good Cheer is 3 wide, but if she doesn't win from here, guys, she's just no good.
Correct.
I don't think she's winning either. I don't like. Look at
Clico. Make the move.
Clico's got a monster hold. She got the horse.
Go, Irad. Oh, there goes the 2.
What the hell was that?
Come on,
Clico. That was Indy Bay. All right. Charlestown to Parx, not a good angle. Come on, Clico.
Come on, 8.
Come on, Irad. Oh, good Lord. Oh, switch leads.
Lassie's got stuff too.
Come on, Clico, ask. Go on with her.
Look
Go,
at
Irad.
this.
Oh, my. Look at the 6. Go, Irad. Go. There we go.
Yep.
3,
6.
Wow.
Clico.
Wow.
Man, if Barnes won the last race, I had quite the double ending there. But good Lord.
I think we saw that they passed Barnes at some point on the back.
They might have, yeah. Yeah, they might have.
That's good.
Guys, Clico was absolutely loaded the entire time.
Oh,
And what the hell was Scottish? What?
I was going to say, can I bring that up, man? What is that,
On
dude?
Scottish Lassie?
Yeah.
Well, I think they were worried about getting. I think they were worried. Obviously, it was not the correct decision, and I was against her anyway. But I think they were worried about getting hooked up with Lacara, Kyle, and they decided.
I thought
that was a pre-race decision. If you watch, I know we didn't see it. I'm watching on my screen. I apologize to everyone for not getting the race up right when it started, video-wise. We apologize. I got to tell you, Kyle. You know how I feel about him. Generally speaking, I like him. He's capable of doing that.
Yeah.
If you want to go back at some point, because we do a Parx video, if you guys want to watch the start, there is no intention of Scottish Lassie go to the lead. That was clearly a trainer situation, in my opinion. Watch the race at the beginning. There's absolutely no doubt that they didn't want to send 5-1. That was the top. I wish I put on my spot plays, but it was a top pick on the show on Thursday for yours truly. And that's good for the Twins Fires contest, by the way, Matt. I don't want to say what, but that's the start of a double for me that could be nice.
The thing I actually like Scottish Lassie, but the reason I liked her is because I didn't think she needed to go to the lead, but I also didn't think she'd be 6th or 7th on the back stretch.
I agree with that completely because I think she kind of has a versatile running style, and she was gifted the lead last time. So I think she kind of took what was given to her, but I mean, she was nowhere close. I mean, she had to sit more of a tactical trip, and she just didn't.
I thought she was going to say where Indy Bay was, to be completely honest. I thought Indy Bay would have a little more speed just because of the sprint to route angle, but I expected Scottish Lassie to be somewhere in the 3rd to 4th position range and have first run on a horse like Good Cheer coming in. But obviously, I'll just
Travis Stone's voice I hear.
3-horse field.
3-8-6, and we're
Chunk of Gold.
Chunk of Gold does not have to win. This 2 could definitely be Chunk of Gold. By the way,
my pick 5 would greatly appreciate if Chunk of Gold won.
That's my opinion. I mean,
Chris, do you have sound? If not, I can have it.
I got it ready to roll.
Yep.
They're in the gate, and they're off. And it was an uneventful start for the 3 of them. Chunk of Gold and Brother Kenny.
Just going to go.
Then we'll step out together as Run Quiet, Run Fast backs off early. Already about 4 or 5 lengths off these top 2.
Chunk of Gold wants
to go. Brother Kenny down inside, grabs a narrow lead for the run of the clubhouse turn. Jareth Loveberry trying to back off just a bit with Chunk of Gold. They're nonetheless right alongside each other. Run Quiet, Run Fast. Hopes the top 2 run faster to set it up for him. nonetheless.
Ooh, nicely done, Travis Stone.
These have got to be I'm sure these are the hardest races to call.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I would agree. I would argue the walkover at Remington a couple weeks ago was tough.
that was so funny, dude.
Truck of Gold is
I love that.
right on his flank at the 5 furlong marker. So Brother Kenny, Jose Ortiz still leads.
Brother
Truck
Kenny.
of Gold continues to stalk in second. Run Quiet, Run Fast is now a little bit closer, only about 5 lengths behind with 4 furlongs remaining now. The opening half mile is 47 and 3/5 seconds. They're on the far turn, Brother Kenny and Chunk
Chunk
of
of Gold's in
Gold.
trouble, guys.
1, 2, 3
Yeah.
furlongs out. Brother Kenny giving a bit of a nudge there and gets away from Chunk of Gold, and now it's 2. Brother Kenny opening up on Chunk
Why is
of
he going
Gold.
wide, though?
Oh.
He thought the horse was in.
Angle toward the
boy.
inside as they hit the top.
He thought the horse was
Come on,
inside
Chunk,
of
you're
him,
not done.
outside of him, and now he's
Right
not.
now, Chunk of
I don't
Gold.
think it's gonna
continues
matter,
to
but
fight
no.
on, is
We'll
still
see.
inside.
Gotta get the distance,
Go
though.
back outside. Chunk of Gold is
No.
not giving up. Brother Kenny needs the wire. Chunk of Gold.
They're both tired.
Once
They're
again.
both so tired.
Brother
That was
Kenny.
a complete jockey race.
Brother
was.
Kenny upset.
I hate to say it, Cal, but Jareth just got
yeah.
went to school by Jose, I think, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I mean, once he tried to go inside of Jose.
Yep.
Jose just came back inside and said, "Screw you! I'm gonna take you over
He
again."
really did.
That move
So.
never works.
Very
Not
good.
at Churchill, at least. That's for damn sure. Maybe somewhere like Aqueduct where the whale always wins, but definitely not at Churchill.
Think about that for a second. 10 times the price.
Mhm.
That's absurd.
Yep. And the 3-horse race. It's freaking so funny.
All right, we got 5 minutes to Gulfstream Park race number 10, the 200K Princess Rooney Stakes. Grade 3.
Oh, what? What is this board, dude? Are we serious right now?
At Gulfstream?
Oh my lord. Okay. So, well, it's because I had her on top. That's of course the reason why. I thought, I mean, you have the 2 Holland Ice in here, right? I'll bring up the PPs too, just so we can take a look. I had the number 2 Holland, or there's the number 2 Holland Ice in here for Safi, and the number 8 Claret Beret in here for Safi, both of which I thought would be below the number 5 Reputation, who I had on top. And the Reputation is 3-5 right now. Claret Beret is 5-1, and Holland Ice is 7-2. My whole approach at this was I was completely against Holland Ice. The thing is I don't think she likes 7 at all. She always hits a wall somewhere around the 6 furlong in a lot of these races, that especially when she doesn't have it by herself by 3 lengths. But to have this horse be 7-2, to have Claret Beret at 5-1 is even more ridiculous to me. But I mean, Holland Ice has a ton of races that could win this race, especially based on what Timeform projects her to be, completely alone on the lead for this 7 furlongs. Mm-hmm. And Claret Beret, who's projected, I mean, they're both Safis, so you know they're not going to fight each other, but she's going to sit right off. 9-2 is insanity on this horse, who's run a 95 here, 3 back, and almost beat Vava in the Chicago at Churchill. Granted, her ballerina was not very good, not at all, but you have to imagine coming from that to this is a completely different ball game. And I thought Reputation after that last race could just take a step up, and now she's 3-5. So I don't know, Ryan.
Yeah, the betting on Reputation is absurd. That I would imagine maybe just 1 or 2 people. Oh, it's my racehorse.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
dude,
I mean,
insane.
that gets you there, though. I mean,
Yeah.
my racehorse people go crazy, and rightfully so. It's very cool owning a horse, but I mean, you're betting against yourself at this point.
Oh my god, man! I'm actually I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just actually dumbfounded about how this board has shaken out. Like Claret Beret at 9-2 right now looks like
Let's have some
gorgeous.
perspective. This is Gulfstream Park on a non-premier day. The win pool has $36,000 in it.
Mm-hmm.
That is 3rd tier track.
Yeah.
And so I the horse is favored. The 5 horse is favored in the doubles.
That's what I was just gonna go check.
Not quite in the pick 3s, but right. I mean, there's 15. This is like betting at Arlington in the old days. I don't know how you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
And in the last click, all the CAW money comes in. I couldn't. My guess, Kyle, is you're still going to get 2-1 or 9-5 or something on this horse, but I don't know. At these smaller tracks with these teeny tiny pools, it's scary.
Yeah, I mean, and we knew that Mystic Lake was not going to run. We knew she was going to run at Parx on the show, which is why none of us had her in there. And I just, oh my God. I mean, I was looking forward to betting her at 4-1, not 6-5, 8-5, anywhere in that range. So now it'll be just a fun look on, and we'll see what happens. But now the odds. You mentioned that already, Matt. I see even money now on the 5-2 on Claret Beret and 3-1 on the number 2 Hall on Ice. Obviously, and Ryan, I don't know what you thought. I don't know what you thought about this race.
Yeah, but
he said at third choice almost, Claret Beret seems like the pick as by the odds, but I don't know. This race was interesting.
It was interesting. I was with you that Reputation deserved a look here, but at those odds, there's just no shot I would get anywhere close to that. I'm completely with you. I think the 8 Claret Beret has to be the play because the number 2 Hall on Ice just, as you said, has that tendency to kind of hit a wall going that 7. So no, I'm going to take the 8 on top. Price I like underneath is the 3 Ultimate Authority coming in from the West Coast. Has had some success, can sit a little bit close, but I'm kind of playing the wet track angle, and I love the practical jokes on the wet track. First time in the barn for Safi. This was going to be coming late. Maybe round out the trifecta for me.
Yeah, and this was the horse that Skylar Spanabel was riding too, right on the early form. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken, which is why I had a good laugh on Wednesday or Thursday, excuse me, when I saw that.
You can upgrade that one if
you get Raylu from Skylar. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of an upgrade. Let me check how much time we have. 0 minutes to post, but
they're galloping around. I've got the audio up, Kyle. I'm on the 8 here, Claret Beret. 2 for 4 at the distance with the second. 5-2, nothing exciting.
No, but I think she's definitely the play at the odds board that we see right now. And again, if you or a loved one are suffering from Gulfstream Park post-drag disease, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Just text the racing office from Gulfstream Park, and you might.
Really?
Yeah.
Real quick,
everyone try that. Let me know how it goes.
Matt Miller Esquire is prosecuting all those cases.
Yeah. He come out of retirement for that.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of would be.
It's freaking. It's so. I mean, they're premier offenders at the post drag thing. Howard, I'm sure you're putting in bets, so don't want to go to you for too much. But
I'm good.
Obviously, you looked at Gulfstream. I think, right? You looked at the 3.
No, I did not look at Gulfstream. To be very honest, guys. Sorry.
Okay. No worries. I just wanted to bring it to you just in case you had something. No worries.
Kyle, you talked about post-drag. The fight last weekend on Netflix between Canelo Alvarez and Crawford. Supposed to go off at 11 p.m. Eastern. Went off at like 1 a.m. You want to talk about post-drag?
Yeah, that one is it's ridiculous.
I think I got up at like 4 in the morning to, hit the restroom, and I'm like, oh, Crawford won.
It just finished.
Just now.
Yeah, just finished.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What a joke, man. It's so insane. All right, I think they're finally walking to the gate here.
They're thinking about getting ready.
Yeah. One more circle, guys.
I got the there's Pete.
Getting set for the feature race of the day, the Princess Rode, part of the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series. This is a win and you're in Breeders' Cup Challenge race for the 2025 Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint at Del Mar.
How many of you know this was a win and you're in race for the Breeders' Cup?
The only reason I know is because last year's Breeders' Cup Filly Mare Sprint winner came out of this race.
Yes, she did. Yeah, don't even bring that one up.
Go forward, Hall on Ice.
Still a break with Drayden Van Dyke and still managed to win. Ridiculous.
Hall on Ice in the C2 Silks under Edgar and Zayas.
I'm gonna take a small shot with the 3.
3 horses currently. The 2 Hall on Ice, the 5 Reputation, and the 8 Claret Beret.
Now they're all even.
We got 81 grand in the win pool now, Matt.
Yeah.
Woo.
But it's a vast difference off of 15.
Kia Stables, big long shot near Missouri. Now
These
Reputation
odds are still insane to me.
100 grand.
waiting for Gallant Bob, and from the outside, Claret Beret.
And we got to move the TikTok light to the other side.
Love the electronic numbers.
I broke it
above.
earlier swinging at the fly. So.
Princess Ruby.
I do too, Howard. It'll be.
Why more tracks don't do that? I have no idea.
Renegades.
I guess it's a cost thing, but
correct.
And they're off in the Princess Ruby.
And the reputation.
Good start for Hall and Ice from down toward the inside. Slow and described was Vincy Girl, but Hall and Ice takes the early advantage in the run out of the chute.
Well, the
Between
eight's
Norse's
done.
ultimate authority is
They're
now
gonna try to run with her.
on her outside. Claret Beret widest of all. Then Reputation, two better than Gallant Bob. The trailer is Vincy Girl, and the leader is Hall and Ice.
Yeah, you're up to 5.
Hall and Ice to the
Yeah, I
top
did
of
see
the stretch, to the half mile point, rather, leads by a length and a half. There is Uri is second. Claret Beret moving up on the outside. Claret
Just
Beret.
a little more what I thought after Mystic Lake went out.
Make their way to the final half mile. The opening quarter was ordinary here.
The
just
AWs took
23
care of that one
seconds
for me.
left. With the advantage, it's still Hall and Ice by a length and a half. Near Missouri is second. Moving up on the outside, Claret Beret is now third. Reputation is there fourth.
I'm going anyway.
We back to a retreating ultimate authority, then Vincy Girl and Gallant Bob. They run to the top of the stretch with Hall and Ice in front. From the outside, Claret Beret is giving up valuable real estate. Near Missouri running a good race between horses. At the rail, Reputation fourth, but needing to do better. Vincy Girl is next. Hall and Ice tries to get away. Off the top of the turn, it's the Arkansas-bred daughter of Cool Front. It's Hall and Ice at eighth of a mile from Pay Dirt and 5 on top. Near Missouri outrunning her odds while trying to hold on to second. Reputation is at the rail, but it's on.
I forgot it's Gulfstream Park. My apologies. How did I forget about that?
Now at winner of the Princess Ruby, won by 5. Near Missouri ran the race of her life.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
It's about
right.
So let's talk Aqueduct and Naira for a second.
Yes.
I became slightly unhinged when Tony Zhou passed me again. I didn't like it the first time, and I shoved back awfully hard, and he's passed me again. And so,
anyone have that leaderboard?
I got it.
Well,
you want to bring it up?
It's deceptive. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, okay.
I had $1,000 to win on that 3 to 5 piece of shit last race, and I had some doubles going with the 8 into this race.
Oh.
And so those doubles will actually score me out decently. But because I can't quite tell if I'm leaving the putt short, I've just decided to blast it. So this, I'm all in here. This will be a fun race. We'll see what happens.
Gee, I wonder who you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I could take a guess.
Yeah, that. The 12 is stretched. Darn it! I was hoping. I've got the 2 2-to-1 shots. Exactly what you'd expect. And if I lose, I lose.
I like it.
All right, we got.
I wish you good luck, but I don't want to collude. I'm sort of in the contest here, and I'm not going to be backing down, as you know.
But I think if one of these 2 horses wins, you're going to have a problem.
Not if my last race comes through, my friend.
All right, I hope so. Look, you know I root for you, so I mean.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to win. I'm trying to, I'm trying to win, but it's not going to happen, obviously.
What is happening?
But my good friends Patrick Kunzel and Ryan Mistretta have a piece of my contest entry as well. So good luck, guys, if you're watching by any chance.
Yeah.
I was in the crapper, so just to get to where I am right now, I'm actually relatively pleased.
Oh, you were flailing at some point.
Yeah.
So you came storming back.
Yeah. Well, no, it's storming, but
So better than Barnes.
Yes, better than
Wow.
Barnes. Sure.
Guys, we got 27 minutes to the Pennsylvania Derby.
Yep.
And
2 minutes. 2 minutes to Belmont.
2 minutes to Belmont. Okay.
Not that I am rooting against either of you, Howard or Matt, but I do have large doubles alive to the 2, the 4, and the 5.
Where is this?
Yeah,
Belmont at the Big A.
Oh, okay. Those all sound like monster prices to me.
Turn off his box.
Everyone but the 5.
Well, we have the 5 in our pick 6 and pick 5. Oh, and the 2. We got the 2 and the 5. The 2's not a big price.
10-1 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
3-1 morning line, I think, right?
The 5 is 9-2.
This is a complete for our pick 5 and pick 6. For our pick 5 and pick 6 brethren, we could use a price here. The 5 would be absolutely fine with me. The 5 should not be those odds, but this race is complete. It is very difficult.
It's that race is going to be won by someone close to the lead, I think.
Well,
that's
then
how I'm playing these races till I'm proven wrong.
By the way, sorry, I'm right now. Baeza, this is unbelievable. Baeza's even money. This is very early, and Gosker's 2-1. Everyone else is big prices right now in the Pennsylvania Derby, which seems completely nuts to me. I'm sure it's going to moderate, but pretty crazy.
As I said earlier, Howard, before you were on, even money is better than 1-1. We got just about ready to get off here at Belmont at the Big A. We've got 19 minutes to Gulfstream the Ginger Punch, and then the Pennsylvania Derby at Parx at 25 minutes. I'm sure they will post drag and probably not run over each other, but we'll get to those right now.
Hey guys, I've got a crazy opinion I want to share.
All right.
Please.
May I?
Yes.
Floor is yours, my boss man.
If Clicquot comes out of this race well, can she finish in the money in the distaff?
It depends who comes over, I would say.
Let's say the major players are there.
I meant like from overseas, because I know there's a couple of them that are still good. But
well, there's only one.
She could get close.
There's only the Japanese horse is even remotely close.
That's
to
true.
I mean, how much? I don't know what that's gonna. I don't know what number she's going to get there, but I mean,
right now I would say no. I would
probably
say
not,
no.
but I think she'd be interesting underneath right now. I think she's getting. She should keep getting better too. Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, she'll be even better next year. Actually,
there's a lot of improvement.
All right, good luck to everyone at
Belmont. Bell Aqueduct.
Gotta have hope.
Blackwa.
Bourbon to the outside.
Careful now.
Bourbon.
Such an
All set.
Oh wait, they're off the turf again.
And in between horses, Tariga. It's the first call. It's Tariga with a host of pursuers. They're lining up here. You gotta have hope. Is now for your second with At the Rail comes one last knock. Who's in third? Patiently ridden. That's the top trio.
Why are they laying this
And a Smalley girl who's in between horses. Nowhere to go right now for Hangover Heaven.
Don't understand.
Hustle on through. Also, quick power nap. Romero Mirage just tugging at Romero. It's taken for 23 seconds flat. That opening quarter mile. Very easy opening quarter mile here and stack them up in behind.
What are they doing?
Tariga's in front. Ruben Silvera there by a length and a half. You gotta have hope right there in second.
I want to see Matt ride the chair.
Then comes quick power nap towards the outside. Also trying to run through with the rails. Hangover Heaven. And then there's Rogna. The rest got to pick it up. Miss Bourbon towards the back end. Disco Star.
We're gonna do this now. All right.
The leader is Tariga. One last knock is just cruise to the front here for John Velasquez. Sinead emerges. Recap down towards the inside. Hangover Heaven is launching two. Hangover Heaven is coming after one last knock. These are down to these two with a 16th left to go.
Yes.
Hold off. Hangover Heaven to the outside. Hangover Heaven in time.
Backwards chair hoodie
Well
man.
done, Matt.
Then Miss Bourbon. All by Tariga.
That was all me and Ryan, by the way, just so you know. It was all this.
Yeah, it was all this. I was on the 2 though.
Ryan, I have no idea what the 5 and or 2. Oh, I don't understand what 5's on Sunday. All right. Nice shot, Matt.
Nicely done, Matt.
I just don't
Okay,
understand
stick it,
why.
Tony
I
Joe.
don't understand that. at
Your
all.
move, Tony. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Maybe Rango worked out a beautiful
Let's
trip
go.
on Hangover Heaven there.
It's crazy. I thought that'd be the crazy price race, and actually the 2 almost won. But
I mean,
nice shot, Matt.
Yeah, well done.
I don't understand what I don't understand what the 5 is doing. I mean, you've got to be sitting like right off the. Why he's like 3 lengths off makes no sense.
Noah's
at all.
comment was pretty good.
Crazy.
I mean, that first
That
quarter was crawling. I didn't think
23
any
is
horse
so
had a shot other than the 2, 4, or 5 through that first quarter.
Well, Johnny knew what he was doing. He clearly
He did.
was going to sit off. I just don't understand why the 5 was sitting off, but 5 wasn't good enough. That was
I'm
crazy
gonna
slow
agree with
early.
Tom
That was
Espinosa
very slow.
that Matt was not looking like John Travolta.
Oh yeah, I've never been compared to him ever on any level. Maybe in the Vinnie Barbarino days, but that's about it.
Yeah. Nice try. Noah wants to get a montage of the last 30 seconds. Something that was
I would imagine that was pretty
I'm
entertaining.
sure between myself, Ryan, and Matt in the bottom corner, I'm sure that was a fantastic minute-long clip there.
And just a couple of at once at least. I mean, if Ryan and Kyle were doing side-by-side racing, Matt had the chair.
We had a match race going on.
He ride the chair, and he didn't. He hopped off. So, all right.
Pick five and pick 6 isn't going to pay very much, guys. It's been relatively chalky.
Carry over at least, hopefully.
All right, 9 minutes to Churchill race number 11, and then 14 minutes to Gulfstream race 14. Gulfstream race 11, which is the Ginger Punch. So you guys want to go through Churchill race 11 here?
Sure.
I had a horse that I thought was going to be a nice sneaky spot play at 8-1 morning line. Is now 2-1 at Churchill.
Yeah, we had that earlier. There was like a 3-1 horse that went off at like 3-1. I don't remember where we were at, but we did that before you came on.
I will still stand by, and I know Ryan, you and I, we talked on over the chat. The fact that Barnes finished 4th has zero to do with the fact that was the worst morning line in the history of morning lines.
Oh, agree.
Yeah.
When you have a horse that's 1-9 and you list them at 2-1, unless the track management specifically told the morning line maker, don't make Barnes X, and Matt Miller, you know exactly that does happen because we know people that have told us that's happened. But okay, even if they said that, you still, I mean, make the horse 6-5. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if that morning line maker actually thought the public thought Barnes was going to be 2-1, that person should be fired. Sorry. I don't care who it is. They can come at me. Go ahead. It's the most ridiculous, irresponsible morning line ever.
Matt's victory dance was worth the price of admission. Admission was free, so.
I totally agree with you. Look, Howard, some morning line makers, even to this day, don't understand that their job is not to handicap the race. It's to approximate what the odds board will look like when the race goes off. And by the way, that includes CAW money. It's what are the odds going to be when the race goes off? Either they don't understand, or like you said, I'm not going to name names or whatnot, but I've spoken to a morning line maker that was prohibited, absolutely prohibited from making horses less than even money. They would hand it back to him and say, do it again. You are not making our races look competitive enough. And he's like, he's willing to sell his soul out for the paycheck, I guess, and say, fine, I'll just write whatever numbers you want. But these are numbers that people are relying on. And so, yeah, I just think in this day and age, morning lines mean less and less and less, unless you know who it's coming from. And when it's a guy like Nick Tamro, you know you're getting the best in the business.
Yep.
Yeah, I will agree to disagree with you on that.
Which one? The last part, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, no difference to Nick, but he's had some bad morning lines, and they all do.
Well, he admittedly,
they all do.
So
he's given the toughest assignment possible.
So I will say this, Chris, you're right about one thing, and Nick came on the show and talked about it. And he went on public. He went on Vic and Steve Vic, and he went on several shows. The first year he did Keeneland, which was about 4 years ago, Matt, I would say.
Yeah.
He admitted that he was not very good. But Keeneland, similar to Saratoga and Delmar, these horses are coming from all over the country. It's not like one meet with horses just meeting each other over and over again. And he admitted that he wasn't very good. But I can only imagine. I'm sure I would be bad first time at some of those tracks. But I think him and Aragon are clearly the two best in the country. That's just my opinion.
And he did Kentucky Downs, right? Too. This meet, I think he did.
Yeah.
Which that's even.
He did. So that's kind of my point.
Aragonia is by far the best in the country. But here's another hot take of things that we do, traditions that we do with racing. We have to do these. Why do we have to do them? We don't. I mean, they don't.
I think we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
What about Chris? What about this? What about the 75% of the public that doesn't bet like we do every day or every week? Like doesn't. There's a lot of casual bettors that need some kind of guidance. That's my opinion. We can agree to disagree, but
Howard, are you asking me if I care?
Do you care?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I mean, I don't care. I don't care when a morning line comes up or the first odds come up in August or July on the first football games, right? Because they set the odds and you do what you have to do. If you're smart, you can cash in. It's the same thing with racing. I mean, we don't need to know these things. People rely on morning lines when they should not. The best thing that you can do if you're a past performance handicapper and you get those PPs and they don't have morning lines is go through it, because you may find value and then go find out, oh my God, that horse is 15-1 morning line and I may get value here. And these days you won't. 15 years ago, you would 100%. I would download all those PPs before I have what I have now and go through that. And you could find things, because then when people get the PPs, they gravitate to like, oh my God, that horse is 7-2. It's the second choice. We just don't need that anymore.
Well, here's where it matters a lot, Chris. From someone who plays, maybe Ryan has begun to understand this as he plays horizontally quite a bit also. It absolutely matters horizontally. When you have an 8-1 morning line that wins at 3-1, the parlay is way over what it should be. So, and vice versa, but usually it's on the positive end. So from that, I guess for all the horizontal players out there like myself, it makes a massive difference. Even in the doubles, slightly, Matt. Not nearly as much, obviously, but slightly it matters there too.
Davey Lane, you and I are on the same page, buddy.
Yeah, Davey Lane can bet with 10 different people that set a morning line, dude.
What does Davey Lane know? Oh, wait, you see in the chat? What's up, Davey? Davey's been the world traveler, by the way. He's been into Germany lately.
Yeah, but Howard, you can talk about that with an 8-1 morning line that goes off at 3-1, and then we don't see it in the wheel pays or in those things, because people realize that. And now with the computer wagers and whatnot, they understand that as well. And that really hurts your odds, right? Like, I mean, I don't even want to get into the part of...
I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but I think to Howard's point, there is still a large percentage of retail casual fans that we just don't want to alienate. If you said, hey, why are we using only one morning line maker? Why don't we put 3 out there and let them decide who's the best? Or like, okay, there's different ways to do that. It doesn't have to be just one. But for the person that shows up and doesn't want
to race, we've had a great night. So,
I think it's a bad
post time.
I guys, the pick sixes, Matt, and anyone, Matt, you're the only one in this group, right? Yeah. The pick six is actually better than I thought. I wasn't sure we'd even break even. We will, and if that 2, well, believe me, Matt, I think, well, I don't know if you would have preferred to have the 2 to win the last race based on your investment in our, probably not.
Either one.
The Naira contest would have been better, I suppose, for you. I don't know.
Would have been close. I had them exactly the same.
But anyway, we're gonna if we hit, we're gonna profit.
Good.
We are alive to our group is alive to a horse that pays 26,000, and another horse that pays 9,000.
Chris Cup, also another guy turning off the morning line favorites on his formulator.
Parx guys, we still have in the Penn Derby, and we'll go right to it. We should just leave after the Churchill race, Chris. We should just stay with the Penn Derby the rest of the time. Yep. Right now, Baeza, a horse that I've loved a lot, and I said Thursday I would never take him at 5-2, is 6-5. Gosker 2-1. Everyone else is well, actually, Goal Orient is 9-2.
Mm-hmm.
Magnitude is 12-1. Wow. From a horse that people thought could beat Sovereignty to now is 12-1. Pretty
Right.
crazy, Matt.
Right.
And Kyle, anyone can respond to that.
No, exactly.
That's unbelievable.
That was
After
like
this race at Churchill, I definitely have some opinions on the race.
that was like when Fenster was 8-1 in the Preakness or something, and then
Oh, Fenwick. Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about.
that was it. Yep.
Fenster.
You can chuck out Baeza. Closers are not winning today at Parx.
Well, I don't know. But he's not
He's
going to
not
be closing.
necessarily
They
a
said They
closer.
want to be up. They want to be relative
probably
close.
be.
And we got Churchill sound, Chris.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for him to talk.
Yep. I was gonna say, if not, yep, we're good. So this race is also an absolute, you know what?
I like the 3 quite a bit, just not a 3-1. But I think
I
he's
like the
really,
6.
She.
I
think
like
she.
this. I had the 6 as well.
I
Right.
like the 6.
Yeah.
I actually
know,
thought the 13.
Jackson,
The
looked
13 is a
too.
huge overlay.
Yeah.
Jackson
I thought
is
that too.
very big on the 11, by the way. He mentioned on the show, just for fans of Jackson Muniz. Loves
Yeah.
the 11 in this race.
I'm on the 11 as well. Me and Jackson.
Okay.
Down by
Does
the
Jackson
plate.
Muniz have fans? I'm just
Me.
Not consecutive.
Me too.
You know.
Me and Jackson down by the play yard. Matt, you will know that reference. The
It's
other
me and Julio.
Yeah.
And it's the schoolyard, not
Yeah.
the play yard. Love that song. Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
There.
Wow. 13 was in the gate for about
By the way,
half second.
About a quarter of a second.
That was crazy.
Well, so is Rhapsody in Motion out there. An Imminent Risk, and farther out is Star Bright, Starlight. Sister Troyen settles in toward the inside with clear sailing up to get a forward spot in behind the front runners as they move into the clubhouse turn. And it's Tempo Goddess after that good beginning, leading the way. Unlikely Queen content to track from second as Sister Troyen settles inside third. Rhapsody in Motion right alongside her in fourth, and a break of 2 from there. Back to Imminent Risk and AP's Girl there together in 5th and 6th. Not consecutive terms mid-pack 7th. As they move down the backstretch, Starbright Starlight is 8th by another 2. Easter Promise in 9th, Vanities in 10th, and Laybile is the trailer in 11th as they head for the far turn. And a pair of long shots will lead the way onto the far turn. Tempo Goddess, after a half at 48 and 4, continues to lead the way. In fact, opens up. Tempo Goddess opens up by 2.5. Sister Troyen slips to underneath for the Unlikely Queen. Rhapsody in Motion, 4 wide by the quarter pole. AP's Girl saving ground. And
Come on, this 3. Have the horse.
Well,
You want this grass.
Inside 2, heading for the 8th pole. Sister Troyen.
Get this horse home for our power pick.
Rhapsody in Motion, non-consecutive terms.
We'll take it at 5-2 with the power pick.
Way too late indeed.
What the heck was we got the
Wow.
We got the Julian Leperoux treatment on that one, right?
I should have absolutely pounded that horse on the win end. I didn't do it.
That was a good
That's okay.
135 and 4 is really nice too.
It's a good time.
Let me tell you guys something, not because I had it on spot play. If you want to watch if those of you at home watching and listening, we really appreciate everyone watching and listening. If you want to learn more about how to watch replays, please watch the first race that this 3 ran at Churchill on the dirt. This horse was climbing, uncomfortable. It's really, I don't know if several years ago, guys, I don't know if I would have really recognized it, to be very honest. It's taken thousands of replay watching to understand. Watch the 3's debut effort, and you'll know what I'm talking about. That's why the horse was bet down, and that she was bred too. So.
All right, Howard, we got Mr. Paul Haller in the green room backstage.
Oh, great.
We do have 1 minute to go at Gulfstream. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Bring on Paul.
Bring on the man.
I'm going to bring on Paul. Howard, I'll drop for about 90 seconds, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
The man.
What's up, Paul?
Good afternoon.
Welcome. How you doing, Paul? It looks like it's a beautiful day there. We've got, about 15 minutes? How much time do you have, guys, to the pen?
Well, it says 7, but they're still in the paddock, so I think, I'd say 15 is probably accurate.
Paul, give us the feel for the day. Tell us what you see. What's going on?
Well, weather-wise, it's probably. I know you like to talk about the weather, so
of course,
it's the best weather. I'm going to call it the best weather in the history of the Pennsylvania Derby, and let someone prove me wrong. It's like low 70s and sunny. It's a glorious day here in Ben Salem. They're going out to the track now. They're really, really betting Baez 6-5. Holy Toledo. And
yeah.
yeah, it's been a great day. Obviously, I'm sure you guys talked about, Barnes got beat fair and square. I don't know if the race was just not long enough, or he's just not, not as good as we thought he was. Distinct possibility. Great pick on Clicko, Howard. I think that was you who picked Clicko, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Pick.
Appreciate it. I'll tell you what, she was pretty good, I thought, Paul. She was, sorry about good cheer for you. I thought, she was a little bit wide, but still, I think, based on her resume, she should have been a lot better, to be honest, in my opinion.
You know what's odd, Howard? I was standing right on the rail, and she broke really well, and she was on the muscle. And I don't know if it mattered or not, but Louis had to really work hard to kind of hold her back a little. Again, I have no idea if that played into it. I didn't talk to Louis. Tim Wilkin did, and I haven't talked to Tim. So I'm not sure what Louis told him. We've been running notes and quotes here. So, but she, as you say, she was in perfect spot. So no excuse.
Yeah. What's your feel in this race? Are you surprised by the odds, Paul?
As it stated.
Well, I picked Magnitude, who's taking zero money. So
yeah, how about that?
Which is probably a bad sign, but I'm gonna had it better. No, I'm not surprised. The talk has been Baeza and Gosger. Interestingly, Howard, that Clicko who won that race has been training with Gosger pretty much head up, according to one of the Clicko owners. An owner who, by the way, showed up in the winner's circle wearing a T-shirt that said Clicko 2025 Cotillion Champion that he had made before the race.
Wow.
Love that confidence.
Wow, I love that.
And he had it made in Boston, ironically.
Wow.
But he said that she has been training pretty much head up with Gosger, so they were very confident coming in, and the horse obviously took money.
Wow. That's confidence right there.
So
I love it.
I mean, she ran really well. Irad said dream trip. He said she hesitated a little bit when she struck the lead, which it kind of looked like, but he was he was obviously really happy with the trip, and that horse is 4 for 5. So I think we've seen some horses with some real upside here today. That Mystic Lake, who we talked about on the show, boy, he just goes to the lead and doesn't stop. 4 in a row.
Well, I thought the race changed when Melinda scratched and the 7 decided not to go, and that was a fast time, by the way, wasn't that race? Oof.
Yeah, and Butchie Reed, who I talked to a few times yesterday, he was very high on the 7 too, and actually the 7 kind of ran his race, took a run on the far turn, but and then the 6 took a run late, but it just looked like they could have gone around again. I thought that horse was pretty impressive.
Hey, Paul, how does my 4 look? A little sneaky price that we talked about on the show, and how does anyone else look in the paddock that you want to point out?
Unfortunately, Howard, to be very honest with you, they left the paddock when I started talking to you. So
okay,
I did get a look at them walking around. No one really jumped out. No one, no problems. But you'd be better directing that question to Ms. Wolfendale, who's not here right now. She's somewhere else. But
well, we'd love to talk to you after the race, Paul, if we could, if you're available.
I have to write this race for the track.
Oh,
so that's
okay, no problem.
All right. We had a couple of races each to cover, and I actually have to write this for the press release that's being sent out by Parx. So I will be tied up immediately after. So
thanks for jumping on. Is there anything else you want to mention before you leave us? We appreciate it, Paul.
No, are we still alive at Belmont?
Yes, we are.
Oh, good.
We are.
Good job.
Yeah, we can definitely. The pick 5s, by the way, are crazy good considering.
Good.
I don't want to get caught up in it right now because we got 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, I've had a hard time keeping.
Yeah, we are live, Paul. Good. Nothing life changing, but we are live.
All right, great. All right, guys.
Unless the 8 wins. If Katie Davis wins on the first time starter, we get $30K, Paul. The group.
All right, Katie, let's go.
Vietti.
Let's go, Katie. All right, guys. Well, listen, good job, and I will be in touch.
Appreciate you, Paul.
Thanks,
Take
Paul.
care, Paul.
Look at that. He's going to write the press release for Parx in about 5 minutes, and we have him right
Isn't
on
that
the
awesome?
show. How about that?
Kyle,
we
go
get
ahead and
Parx
take over. I
up
need to
on the
make it
screen?
better too, please, Kyle.
No, you're good. I mean,
Go ahead.
like I said, this whole thing has been Baeza through and through for a lot of these people, and obviously he's showing that on the board. But I mean, Ryan, I know you coming over from the West Coast, you've been talking about this horse for, I don't know, 8 months now at this point,
Something like that.
trying to get some people to focus up on this race. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure on how you feel in this race today, but coming into this race, you figured he'd be well backed, but 1-1. I mean, or even money, excuse me, because people get upset when I say 1-1. That's low. So you're going to have to be pretty confident on him to take even money.
It is low. I have a rather large double ending here from Cliquot in the last race onto Baeza, who the reason he's my top pick in here is strictly because he's faced Sovereignty 3 straight times in his last 3, and he's finished third twice. Both times third were behind Journalism, and then the last time was a length behind Sovereignty in the Jim Dandy, who, whether or not you want to believe he was cranked up or not, he clearly shows that with Hector Barrios on board, he can sit a more tactical trip. I think 1 1/8 might ultimately be his best distance. I don't know that a classic distance of 1 1/4 is his best, but I think he stacks up here really nicely. And I don't want to discredit Gosger. I don't want to discredit Goal Oriented. I just think Baeza is maybe just a tick above those two in terms of talent. I wouldn't take 6-5 on the win end in a race like this, but I have the double alive, so I'm happy to stay there.
And that's the one thing I was going to point out, because Gosser kind of follows like that same running line, right? Obviously for the last 2 being right behind Journalism, both by a half length. Mm-hmm. Although, again, you're taking into account, right, Baeza was behind Journalism, but also behind Sovereignty, who was, a bunch of lengths in front of Journalism in a lot of those races. So it's an interesting stack up between those two, at least, especially. I mean, Goal Oriented at 9-2. That's, like I said, that's very interesting. It'll be the thing that's interesting in this race is the pace scenario. There seems to be a ton of it in terms of early pace speed. You have the 2 that's going to go out front.
Got the sound ready to go, by the way, Kyle, or someone?
Chris got it. Yep.
Go ahead. All right. Oh, I guess we got him. We got 15 seconds. Sorry, Kyle.
No, you're good. Just running through Altabelli, Magnitude, Date of Athens isn't slow at all. There's a ton of early speed. It'll be interesting to see how it all shapes out here. And obviously that's the biggest thing when going for Baeza is he's not a 14th place closer like he was in the Derby. However, he still does need a little bit of pace in front of him, as well as Gosker's. They're going to sit a very similar trip, I think. So it'll be very interesting to see where it shakes out. But here we go.
A lot of trips are going to be interesting.
Well, I'm on the 6.
I have a big contest play in Twin Spires that I'll say after they break what I need. But this is big for me. I'll leave it at that.
Court, dude. Noah.
Gosger is next, followed by Happily Delusional. Now we're just going to wait on Moplex.
Some David of Athens love in the chat.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the horse
that's the one I've got my eye on. One of Howard's clunk up for 2nd or 3rd types. I'd be curious. If I was playing the race, I'd have that one in the trifecta.
And now they're all in. Off and racing in the Parx Pennsylvania Derby. Good start for this field.
No, it was Baeza on the inside.
So Sandy
Gosger.
broke alertly. Happily Delusional, Goal Oriented. He's up to join them. David of Athens.
What is this
Gosger.
one
They go by the finish line for the first time. David of Athens presses the issue with
You'll
so
float him wide.
outside. Goal Oriented. Altabelli skims the rail. Magnitude.
Gosger
a little bit wide.
8 and 9. 8 or 9, either one.
Delusional takes off the pace.
I don't like where Gosger is. He's very wide. Baeza's in a great spot.
David of Athens, Goal Oriented, tracks in 3rd.
I also have David of Athens and tries underneath, but I don't care much about that.
Right in between Magnitude, Altabelli. He's in on the rail.
Baeza's got 0 excuses today, guys. 0.
And at the back, Happily Delusional. So Sandy goes through an opening quarter, 23 flat. They head down the backstretch. So Sandy continuing to press the issue.
46.
David of Athens, Goal Oriented. He holds his spot in 3rd. forward. Then it's Magnitude to his outside. Gosger
Yeah, switch
right
those
in
goggles,
between
Hector.
horses. Big Truz. They continue on 46-3 with less than a half mile to go. And so Sandy has been resilient, but he has had plenty of company. Goal oriented on the outside, ups the tempo. In between horses, David of Athens, he's persistent as well. On the outside, Gosger is beginning to move, and Baeza, he's gotten the cue. He's making up ground with every stride. Goal oriented is taking the lead as they go around the far turn in the Pennsylvania Derby. Looming on the outside, Baeza, he's continuing to rally, and it's Goal oriented who hits the top of the stretch with the lead. Goal oriented, Baeza.
Come on, Baeza, one time for God.
Come
on, Baeza!
Done. He's fighting on.
You got excuses from here.
Goal oriented.
No
excuses. Is
excuses.
fighting on gamely. Magnitude.
Win by 50.
Let's go, Baeza. West Coast horses.
Let's go, Ryan Anderson.
West Coast horses.
Free go.
Late, but Baeza gets his moment in the sun in the Pennsylvania Derby. Baeza over Magnitude. Goal oriented, and a final time 148 flat.
Good job, guys.
Magnitude, a good second. Good second for Magnitude, guys. David Athens, not good enough, Matt, but it was a flyer, obviously, on him.
Yep. Wow, heck of a race.
You know what, guys? I've been chasing, as you guys know, it was not my top pick Thursday because of the price, but it would have been my top pick. You guys know I've been chasing this horse all summer. I'm getting crap from Pete and Paul all summer long. I think this proves, at least in my opinion, this proves he's the third best 3-year-old, if not maybe close to the second best. I don't think he's that far off of journalism at all.
Second, B6, goal
At all.
oriented.
Was he ever
and the
not
one,
the
so
third
Sandy
best horse,
finishes
though?
fourth, 8-3, 6-1 in the
The
Pennsylvania
top
Derby.
3-year-olds have been the most consistent we've ever seen. Or not we've ever seen, but that we've seen in recent
I'm just watching
memory.
him finish.
Definitely in recent memory.
Like,
I don't know if he's a 1.25 mile horse, guys, but, you know.
Well, no.
No, but I mean, you know, he's a horse that could finish third or fourth in the Classic. Why not?
Well,
At like 15-1? No?
I'm just happy.
Does this count as another classic for Puka? Do we count in the PA Derby?
836 is good for me.
That works.
That is fantastic.
Nice ride because he didn't break great. That's a little bit of an issue, but
He's such a good horse.
The only winning bet I had today, I canceled right before I went off. So that shows you how about good I'm doing today, basically. Holy crap, man! That 9-1 at Gulfstream and the Ginger Punch.
Yeah.
I don't want to take any 3-year-old in the Breeders' Cup Classic. I mean, obviously Sovereignty's the most talented, but even so, facing Olders for the first time, that's a stiff task. And I mean, we saw what Fierceness did. We'll see Forever Young come over. That's a different conversation. But Baeza's very talented. I'm curious if they go to the Classic or maybe just like, I don't know, maybe just skip that race in late November somewhere, and then possibly in the Pegasus, because the 1.8 I do think is his best distance.
All right, we're off at Belmont. Let me bring.
we are.
I don't think it's off yet. They're approaching
Don't
the gate.
scare me like that.
No, yeah, still
Who am I rooting for, Howard? Because I hate this race.
So let's talk about the group. Let's talk about the group for fun because there's a lot of people involved in our group. Pick 5 and pick 6s. We need 4, 8, 11, 13 in pick 5s and pick 6s. The 8, by the way, pays 30 grand for the pick 6 that we would have, which would be awesome. So we need 4, 8, 11, 13 in
13.
pick 5s and pick 6s. Oh, what happened to the 13? Oh,
Just got scratched, it looks like.
No, he runs for purse money only.
Oh, God.
Now we get the 4 twice. Son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait. Well, I hope the 1's the favorite now. Not going to be, though. Oh, my God. That's incredibly bad luck for us. Unless the 4 wins, but unbelievable. Jesus Christ sakes.
Why I'm sure he announced why.
I didn't see it.
Why
so
would that even?
If my only guess is I was looking at the past performances before the PA Derby, and Ricardo Santana was listed on both the 4 and 13 at the same time.
No, but it just happened, Ryan.
No, I know.
Happened.
I know, but if they catch that late, because it didn't get changed. No?
No. That I'm sorry to interrupt you. That has nothing to do with it. Nothing.
If a
Either
horse
way,
is
it's stupid.
listed with a rider, though, it could definitely happen. This was 5 minutes ago.
They don't. They know that they're listed. I mean, at the beginning of the day. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. I'd be shocked. We'd have to hear what happened. Maybe you're right. That would surprise me.
Either way, it's stupid.
Yeah.
So.
Either way, it's dumb.
Either way, it's absolutely dumb.
It's stupid. You are right. All right, we've got the audio up here.
That's unbelievable. I mean,
I'm going to have to bolt after this race. So
Yeah.
we'll have to. I'll wait and see what happens with the leaderboard and all that on the contest. But Howard, for what it's worth, as I'm looking at the will pays for the pick 5,
yeah.
it is still showing a will pay of 1,035 for the 13. I know,
but it's not. They don't switch it that quickly, Matt.
Yeah,
It takes a little time. It takes a little time for them to switch it. So we're going to default to the favorite, which I really hope is going to be the 1, but I don't think it's going to be. Although I don't like the 1 at all. But I mean, in this field,
there's $6,000. There's $6,000 between the 1 and the 4.
that's just a major. How much? $6,000?
Did it?
6.
It could definitely switch. We'll see.
Yeah, with the CW money at the last minute. I mean, $6,000. I don't think.
Matt,
it's
how
not
much
in
you
it,
have in
Myra.
how much you have in your wallet, Matt?
If you told me you like the 1, I would debate it honestly.
I honestly don't even like the 1. To be
If you
truthful, I
said you
don't
liked
like
it, I would consider it.
There's a good question in the chat, Howard. Is that since the 13's running for purse money only, if the 13 ends up winning, where do they pay for you guys for like the pick 5?
We get the post time favorite here. I mean,
You will get the second place horse is who you would get for the pick 5.
Perfect. Which is Marco Lou asked if will they pay the second.
Matt, for what it's
Will
worth,
they what?
1.
Oh yeah. No, the 13 is not even in the 13 is not even in the race. Ignore the 13. The 13's not even running. Just it doesn't.
Modern
exist.
games.
Don't even bring that.
Modern games.
Don't even bring that shit up. Don't even bring that shit up.
Matt, for what it's worth, I like the 1.
Yeah.
Twitch.
I mean, the 13 was going to be pressing the 1. The 1 could get loose, and it's an awful field.
It is an awful field.
That's really disappointing.
It's a bad field.
Anytime you say modern games or Master of the Seas, it's
Cool.
Twitch. It makes me twitch.
I don't see the odds changing very much, so I don't know.
And best actor, add that to the list.
Kyle, it makes everything kind of shrink up into your body.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the 1 just took a tick down to 9-5. This is interesting.
Close.
Come on, Kitty Davis. Do you have anything with this 8 for 30K?
This
9-1 for
race
30K,
is-
Howard.
Yeah.
Whoa, Jesus.
Oh, that's right. The 13 is still running, though. So sorry, I forgot. The 13 should show speed anyway. I don't know what I was thinking. My bad.
No,
I was thinking the 13's not running. I'm so stupid.
it's
Sorry.
it's for purse money only.
No, we're going to be furious if the 13 wins.
Pick on BB, right to the front, flashes early speed. There's Saratoga Snows in the early mix 2. That's the top duo. First money only outside. That's
No
the
last click, Howard. 95.
Oh, this is what I figured.
First money only is in front. The leader will be
I
Saratoga
love where the 4 and the 11 are, guys. They're in good spots here.
Race ready to challenge line green
I
sleeve.
won't even give the 13 a chiclet.
The early mix is now a
It's
shared
like
third.
they're
Yeah.
totally pretending it's not there.
That's pretty disrespectful, Matt, isn't it?
Does anyone know if this race is being run at the right distance? Have we checked that?
Back in the field with 2 trailers, Kevin's lead with PFD.
We check
love
it after the race.
2-1.
Yeah, you're right.
So the 13.
We checked it after the race.
Race.
Guys, the 7's on the lead by himself right now.
Going to be
I know. Walking the dog.
Saratoga Snow. Spins the inside here. Shared.
They
Third.
look like they're going reasonably quick.
It's pretty quick, isn't it?
47-3.
Behind them, Saratoga Snow towards
Oh,
top.
Ghost is leading though.
Is
So
all mine. On a summer day moving
who's
forward,
to say, really?
is in the mix 2.
We're laughing. We're going to be
seven's gonna
so
get
mad if
second
this
or-
horse wins.
It's in the pink silks and the trailer, tailing off. That's take on B.
Come after these 2.
7. Half ball time. Here comes Professor Grace towards the
Fall
outside.
apart.
Professor Grace, and now
Oh,
Saratoga
Jesus. Look at this
Snow,
fucking 1. Are you kidding me?
right there, now shoved along is
God
Honest
damn
Summer
it.
Day, 112 flat, 3/4 of a mile, and ready to
Nope,
range.
we're losing. Son of a
Professor
bitch.
Grace is ready to pounce.
Unfucking real. Get this 11 for second.
We're still down towards the inside of 13.
Nope, of course not.
The first money
So
only in
brutal.
front. Here's Saratoga Snow rallying down the center of the racetrack, and Saratoga Snow is drawing away.
Come on, one.
No.
I hated this horse
Saratoga
anyway.
and the ghost gets second.
Finale.
Thanks,
Ghost
Chris.
gets second.
Only that's in that second position. So second for wagering purposes. Get up to Atta Girl Addies to the outside of Honor Sunday Day. And Heaven's Lead.
Sorry, group. I hated the one.
Sorry, I like.
And you know, if the one went down 1/5, one tick, Matt, we would have had it. We would have scratched into it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like the one. Oh well. What are you gonna do?
9 to 5 on a horse you didn't like, Howard. There's nothing. Mike Deeney. Jesus Christ.
Anyone know if they're going to run on the grass at Parx, or how do we?
They might run.
There's a panel of buttons, dude. It's just.
If they don't run on the grass, they might run on the parking lot.
They might
be close to the same thing.
Is there any way that Tony Joe bet the living daylights out of that horse?
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
out of the one there.
I'm not even putting it into.
No idea.
Not even
I
putting
don't
it
see
into
how
the
anyone
ether.
could make any big bet in that race and be confident about it. I just that was just
Well,
an
it's Tony
awful
Joe,
race.
so just have to wait.
I mean, I'm sitting with a huge lead, but it's not big. It's not that big. I mean, he could a simple bet would have done it.
Boy, is that disappointing. Sorry, guys. Wasn't life-changing, but would have been nice. The pick fives were unbelievable, by the way. The pick fives were so much bigger than they should have been. It's insane. I think a lot because Vetriano won, to be very honest. I think Worthy Chard was a big single on Ophiel's tickets.
I agree.
And the carryover. That's why the carryover money is unbelievable.
My
all right,
day's
well, I
going.
zeroed out at
The contest.
The Naira contest.
Sorry.
That's okay. But
There you go. There's the Naira contest.
It's not going to be updated yet, so hold on. Yeah.
there's one race left in the bigger Twin Spires tournament.
For Parx.
Parx.
It is a stakes race.
It is.
It is.
Wait,
I'm
yeah.
in third,
Am I gonna put money in my account to bet it?
It's really an
I'm
allowance.
mushing everyone else if I do it.
It's
So.
really an allowance race in Kentucky. It's $150,000 stakes. We got 14.
Got a point.
I am trying to find out why this horse was running for post.
You won that, Matt? You
I know.
won?
Please.
Or we don't know yet.
Don't know.
We're waiting. It's still unofficial. We're waiting.
Okay. For those of you who are contest players, here is. Sure, I'm going to take that off just for a second, Matt. Actually, can you take that off for a second? Whoever's doing that.
Yeah,
Whoever's
Sure,
got that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. Take it off.
Okay. Here's Churchill right now.
Ooh,
nice.
Last race. I think top two are BC, right? Is that right, Matt? I think right. Is that?
third, I think, is $5,000. I could.
Where is it's this right here? Oh, top three?
Oh.
Oh my lord. Oh boy.
Must have added with another entry.
Oh boy.
5 entries.
This is a big. Paul is Paul there?
No.
No. Oh, I'm behind. Sorry, I was in. Oh wow, Matt. Oh boy. I have to bet, obviously, Matt.
And I got to go to dinner, so I can't even help you.
I don't need your help. It's all good.
You're up by $23. For Christ's sake! Oh my
Well,
God.
obviously, I have to bet here.
Where are you going to dinner, Matt?
Oh,
This is not my choice tonight. I got to pick yesterday, so I don't know, but it'll be decent. We do pretty well with restaurants. We do all right.
Right on.
How much time do we have in that race?
Let's
13 minutes.
yeah, 12 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Plenty of time.
Wow, my whole day's been coming down the last race at Belmont and at Twin.
Yeah, your whole day comes down to Parx.
Parx,
I don't envy
baby.
you at all.
W Parx.
W Parx.
W. No, not W. I take that back, actually.
Wow,
Not
I'm really
W
pissed
Parx.
about Belmont. Gosh. Darn it.
Still not.
Look, Howard,
We have the one on a ticket, but just not the right ticket. Actually, I think we were 4 out of. Let's see. Were we 4 out of 5 on that ticket, or 5 out of 6? I don't know. What did come? It came. We had no. Wait, 8. We lost that. We had that. We had that. Oh, actually, we did get 5. We have a bunch of 5 out of 6s, but it's not gonna. What did the one pay in the pick 6? Anyone know?
I can tell you in -2 seconds. Hold on. Pick 6 paid 4,400.
44.
Yeah, we have a bunch of 5 out of 6s, but that's disappointing. Well, we should talk about the last race of Parx, guys. This is it for the whole show, Chris. Should we bring out the PPs?
I got you.
All right, I'm selfishly sticking here until they update this stupid leaderboard. I can't stand these delays.
It's still not even official at NYRA.
Yeah, it's not.
The race isn't
They've
even
been
official.
taking a while to go official with their races.
Maybe they should just cancel the race and give everyone a refund.
Fine.
Nice job, Matt. You
get him?
exploded in that NYRA.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah,
It was like your life's mission to win the NYRA contest.
I was going to win that one, and I'm going to win that other one at Twin Spires today, I think, as well. I think there's another race to go, but I'm ahead by enough that that's a decent. So, I mean, on the day's goals, I had a goal of winning in cash and hitting 2 of these contests out of 4, and that's what I'll end up getting, I think, unless Tony surprises me here at the end.
This is a really tricky last race at Parx, too.
Yep, I'm showing it on the screen right now. Bucarino, the Florida bred for Paco Lopez aboard 2-1 right now, down from 4-1 on the morning line. Damon's Mound is up from 3-1 to 5-1 right now from the morning line. And Full Moon Madness is about right where he was supposed to be. 7-2 on the morning line, now 4-1. Hold My Bourbon is also around that as well. What's up, Brian?
I have a quick question for everybody here. Can anybody tell me who passes Luis Saez in the stretch?
The answer is nobody.
You're damn right.
The answer is nobody. I do know that. That's about my extent of trivia.
That is who I will be picking in here.
I think I know what I'm going to do, Mr. Miller and everyone else in this race.
Let me take us off screen so I can check if they've gone official, which they finally have. So that should update eventually. Howard, obviously, you guys covered this on the show. Sorry, go ahead, Howard. But
I would be shocked, Matt, if – well, I shouldn't say shocked. I'd be surprised if Tony put a big win bet on the 1. I don't think the 1 really stood out at all, and he doesn't usually play chalk necessarily in the last race unless he really, really loves it.
Agreed. I'm not sitting here like pretending to be scared to death. This feels about 97% to me, but okay, it's not done till it's done.
Well, while we're waiting, Matt, and while you haven't left, and I hope you don't get divorced over staying on the show here.
Lord.
I would assume. Well, I don't know if we should really talk about it. I'm not suggesting people are watching that are playing the contest. I don't know if we should talk about it, Matt, but I would assume you would say I have to bet and I can't sit. Or do I bet less than $23?
That's it. I know this.
Oh, wait, you know what? I have to fill a minimum, I think. Shoot, I think I need a minimum. Hold on, I got to check. I think I have to bet 40. Dang it. But, of course, there's ways to not lose money necessarily, obviously.
Yeah, I would.
Let me check. Let me make sure. But I want to look at my bet. Let me make sure I see what I bet here before we do
I would bet $40. I wouldn't bet more.
I don't know if I have to bet 40. I'm checking everything right now, very carefully here. Okay, so let's see.
Pick 6 paying $4,500, and there wasn't a horse over $10, over $9 in the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Those carryovers.
Yes.
Those carryovers.
Beat me to it.
Where the hell's all my bets? Okay. 1, 2.
Matt, it is up. And he did fire.
3.
However, not in the correct way.
Nice shot, Matt.
What a final total.
Hey, I finished 14th. Scroll down, Kyle. Look out.
Huge for the program. Huge.
It's Barnes.
That's a top 15 finish.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you beat Hall of Famers.
You know, if I only bet that extra $1 on the 1, I would have won.
It's true. It's true.
Actually, Matt, I've fulfilled all my minimums.
Okay.
Double checking right now. 1, 2. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. 1, 2.
Can't believe he fired like that. Jesus.
He did it, Matt, because he did it down to exactly what you just said. He did it down to $10 above the guy
exactly
below him.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what I'm going to recommend to Howard here.
I mean, if you're thinking about it, Matt, the 4 was 8-5. He bet what? It was like 1,700 or something like that.
I do have
Would
to
have
bet a
been enough.
minimum, Matt. I do have to bet a minimum.
All right. So my advice, and then I'm going to bolt. Make sure.
There's also someone at 1257, Matt. So it's like, and this is not a flat contest. People are going to fire. I have to bet. People are going to fire here. Everyone wants to get third for the NHCC.
How far? So I don't have what? Can you put the leaderboard back on the screen for a second?
Yep, I got you. Give me 2 seconds. Howard, where's you? Oh, it's right there. Gotcha.
Hold on. There we go, Matt.
I want to see.
Let me hold on. There you go, Matt. That's all you really need to know. Right there. There we go. And there's another person at 700. People are going to fire. Domville's going to fire. I mean,
I'm worried. The two people right behind you would be nuts. One of the two. I mean, I could picture Nicholas Smith doing nothing, saying.
Fourth is 2,500. That's like quarter. That's not bad. Fourth is 2,500 too.
It's not bad at all. So I would just.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know what I'm going to do, Matt. You don't. That's okay. I don't. You know what? I don't really want you to say right now. To be very honest, I don't know who's watching, and I'd rather not.
No, that's fine. I mean, look, just in general, what I would try to do here, which you can't, is God, you'd be so much more comfortable if you could get up to second, but that guy's way ahead of you. And so it's not worth trying for that, which leaves you just kind of firing into the dark. Just pick a dollar amount that you think is relatively safe and try not to lose ground.
No, I know what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to write it down here. I just want to make sure I get it in.
Guys.
Bye, Matt.
Enjoy dinner, Matt.
Bye, Matt. Take care, Matt.
Thanks, everybody watching.
Congratulations.
Take care.
Mike.
Nice job. Nice job.
Enjoy dinner.
All right. Thank you.
See ya. And then there were 4.
Boy, I'm going to be rooting for Louis Saez in the stretch here like no one else.
Let me rooting for whoever the man to my right has, even though I'm going to bet because I'm a degenerate gambler.
That.
But
I am trying to. I need to go to the Dutching calculator for a reason that will be undisclosed.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, 4 minutes to the last at Parx.
Yep.
For you degenerates, we do have Charlestown coming up. So
yippee!
We have shots in tonight. That's I'll say for there.
There we go. That's what
I will be fast asleep when Charlestown starts. Interesting horse that I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. A first time, I don't think it was first time starter, but a maiden claimer yesterday. The horse was born, the mother shunned it, got attacked by a bobcat, ripped off like all of the skin on the neck and the withers, and it won yesterday. Was adopted by another mare who just protected it against the bobcat. Great story out there at Remington.
Huge, man. This is what we're talking about. This is the hard hitting stuff. That's cool though, honestly. It really is. And the thing is that I know a lot of people actually like Damon's Mound on the show on Wednesday when you guys did it. Ryan, this is just one of those horses that really you just don't understand because he showed a lot of good promise early in his career. Damon's Mound. Obviously, he won the Gallant Bob on this exact day 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But he just almost like he's run some very good races against some nice horses, obviously losing to Bookham Dano and the Vanderbilt, however, getting at 97 that day. You imagine it's just go, go, go and try and hold off. Obviously, Parx is good for that, and you got Louis, the right guy to do it. But and I was talking to Charlie and Noah. It was like 3-1 is definitely not something, but you're getting 5-1 now, which could be exactly what you need to try and take a shot with this horse.
Yeah, and look, I mean, Damon's Mound, he's been a consistent horse in terms of what he's won or what numbers he's run. I mean, last time out, you had a little bit of a dip in the form, but you draw really nicely this time. You mentioned the track profile. When I did this show during the week, my pick was the number 1 Full Moon Madness. But I feel like the track's probably playing against his run style as of right now. So while I respect him and I think a 3-1 is just a little too short, I'm happy to take Damon's Mound at the price. Looks like he'll hold around there, judging by the will pays. Luis Saez, I like the new rider upgrade, to be honest. Not upgrade, but new rider change. Nothing against Junior, who's ridden him fantastic. Nothing against Pratt, who's a great rider. I just think Saez might have this horse involved very early. And again, he drew so well. He should sit right off of Paco's hip. And I think he's just classier than the 9 Bucarino. And so, yeah, I'm just going to hope for the best here. I'm going to hope that class kind of shines through. I did play a little backup trifecta with the 11 and second with my 2 top picks, but I think sneakiest horse in the race is the 4-24 Mamba. Michelle Giangiulio, Kendrick Carmouche, claimed out of a $50,000 claimer and now in a stake race. I mean, that shows a lot of confidence, and the numbers are close. So going to need to step up, no doubt, but I'll give that one a slight look underneath. But I hope Damon's Mount can get the job done. I will be cheering for Luis Saez in the stretch.
Yes.
I'm with Tom here with the 5. What we do in life, we do in eternity. Maximus for the win.
Also, I'm showing 0 minutes to post. I don't know how close to the gate we are.
Yep.
And actually, we can show Parx, so I can actually check.
I've got it.
Then you guys can see how bad I've done. 0 minutes to post, but they're still walking back to the gate.
As they do.
Made my bets, guys. Obviously, I can't say, but I will say when they break, I'll say.
No worries. Good luck, my friend.
No worries. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
24 Mamba, a horse that...
Honestly, if I get 4th and get 2,500, it'd be a good day. I'm hoping not to get passed by 2 people. Obviously, the BCBCC would be incredible, but realistically, if I can get 4th for 2,500, it's a good day. So...
All right, folks. Last race of the day. We thank you all for joining. Hit the like, the subscribe button, hit the bell button. We appreciate you all for joining us here for live racing here at Parx and throughout the day. We'll be back with you next Saturday on Weekend Warriors. Thank you to Kyle, Howard, Ryan, and Matt, who has departed for dinner. It's been a good afternoon. Hope you cashed some tickets. And here we go into the last.
Mamba on 3 was the horse that I was thinking of.
Yes,
just another, Kobe.
I know there's still one more race to run, but Barnes, I think, is going to cost me a bunch of pick 5s, which, at 1-9, the price probably not great. But, I think I had a $40 pick 5.
Sheesh.
The finale at Parx.
It's one of those things, Ryan, where you just you look back on it. You wouldn't have done anything differently.
No,
because it's just ridiculous how you lose some of these things.
It truly is. We're pointing out, Chris, myself, Matt, before the race went off. I thought the 7 deserved a look underneath simply because it was a speed horse, but I would have picked 4 other horses on top before I chose that horse. And I mean, good Lord, Barnes was bad.
And I missed it because, again, we've talked about at the beginning of the show, I'm moving, so I'm trying to get everything ready to go. Did he just was he so far back?
I want to watch the head on. He may have gotten squeezed a little, but he was just completely out of place. Also, Kyle, can you throw Parx up?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I see that just happen. I got you. Let me actually get rid of it.
But yeah, to continue that, I want to watch the head on because I do think he must have gotten squeezed or something. He was absolutely nowhere. Unless Tyler thought he was on Zenyatta, which he wasn't. That's the only...
But, I mean, Barnes likes to close, but from what I just saw, he was so far back.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
The horse that I think out of the PA Derby that was the most interesting was Magnitude being able to kind of come from off the pace.
And he closed, right?
Yeah, he closed.
I mean, you're just not. I mean, Gosker.
That sound, guys?
Yep, it's nothing yet. Okay. So waiting on her.
One time, boys. If I hit this and I get passed, I just get passed. That's all it is.
What do you need, Howard?
I'll wait till they break.
Why are we freaking lagging here?
Oh.
Why are we lagging at Parx? This is the feed too, because I have it up perfectly on my.
No, it's not, because
other
I'm watching it perfectly. They just
Yeah,
wrote,
I am as well.
All right, hold on.
I need the 11 to win, or 1-9 with 11, or 11-1-9.
Hold on.
Exactas. I got exactas.
Damon's Mound, Bucarino, Maximus Meridius joining the party. Hold My Bourbon wants to say as well. That's
Come on,
Full Moon
Damon.
Madness. Followed to the outside, Caramel Chip to his inside.
Oh boy, Full Moon's in it.
Bernie's Mitts.
I love
And
where I am right
Before
now with the
Mamba.
11.
At the back,
Love it.
is Bump and
I don't
Run.
mind being wide.
Battle on
It's
front
okay.
end.
5-1.
Meridius
Come on.
puts his neck in front. Bucarino goes with him on the outside. Damon's Mound. In the pink silks, the gray Hold My Bourbon. They zip through an opening quarter, 22 flat, and head into the far turn. Maximus Meridius under pressure from Bucarino.
Come on, Damon.
Damon's
Have
Mound moves
horse.
to the outside. They are beginning to inch away from the
I
rest
don't have
of
the
the field.
3 anywhere,
And it's Hold My
unfortunately, though.
Bourbon. Caramel Chip, he's under a drive. Bernie's Mitts, Full Moon
Come on,
Madness,
Saez.
rail, 24 Mamba, still back.
Come on, Saez.
Hit with this 5.
Track, it is a 3-horse battle. Max
Come on, Saez.
Damon's Mound, the half.
Dig in.
Come on, Saez.
Stretch together, trying to come up the rail. Hold My Bourbon. He's
I don't have the
on
horse.
outside.
God
Full Moon
damn
Madness,
it.
Caramel Chip, Bucarino, and Maximus Meridius. They are going on. It's Bucarino
Keep
who has
trying for second.
coming. Damon's Mound, Full Moon Madness. Bucarino is game.
Nope.
There's a 16th left.
God
Bucarino
damn.
trying to hold the
Keep
ball.
trying. Left hand.
With class and shows.
Fucking hit the horse.
Bucarino wins.
God
the
damn.
Sprint.
Ah.
1:15-2.
Sorry for the language. He wasn't even hitting the horse. It was weird.
Yeah, that's honestly, and
He wasn't
that's why I
hitting
really
the
like
horse. Like,
Saez.
he was like
Yeah.
hand riding.
That's why I really like Saez, because he usually doesn't
Bucarino,
give
by
up
the-
like that.
Bucarino was Andrew Rosinski's like play of the day, pretty much.
It was. Yep.
That horse did not switch at all. Switch leads.
The 11 didn't switch
No.
leads, but he didn't really. He's flagging. He's not. Who was that?
Saez.
He
Saez.
didn't really. I mean, he sort of gave up in the stretch here. He's not even whipping him.
Yeah, here.
Right here, he's not whipping at all. He just didn't think he had the horse.
Must have.
He wasn't even whipping him there.
Did you get second, Chris? I didn't see. I didn't watch it that late.
That was on
You
the
know what's
bottom.
crazy, guys? I had 11. I had 9-11. I
Never
had
forget.
11-1, 11-9, 9-11, 1-11, and it comes 9-1. And the 11 got third, actually, right?
I'm so glad that they paused it.
Didn't
right
it come
there.
9-1-11? Or maybe not.
No.
No,
It's
it was
9 and then the
9-1.
1 or the 5.
Well,
I think
here's the only
9-1.
good news. The only good news is I bet 100 only. So in theory, if the 5th place finisher sat, well, who knows what other people did? I don't want the favorite winning there. That's probably bad for me. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not gonna get a BCBC. I don't think. I would need a lot of luck. Gosh, darn.
People to miss, yeah.
Ah,
That's brutal.
well, I don't know yet. We'll see. But I don't like when the favorite wins, and he was in between
Parx.
horses, right? That was a
Yes.
monster.
He
effort.
was.
Yep.
I just
God.
kept going.
And I completely stayed silent. I bet him on the side just because that's who I had on top. I thought I was done because he was in between, he was stacked across the track in between horses, and Paco held confident that whole time. So
Just
and
shows
obviously
you how tough a damn game. I mean,
yeah. And it's
I was
this
on
is
a roll for like 2 hours, and then the last 2 races couldn't hit.
Yep, at
Just
both
brutal.
tracks, at Belmont and Parx.
Yeah,
Which is just ridiculous.
I lost my twin spiders.
It's always Paco.
Always is, my friend.
Ah.
Whether it's on Bucarino or what's that horse? Like the turf sprinter. Future is now.
Future is now.
Doesn't matter who it is. They all stuff us.
Yep. Right in the locker and step on our neck.
If I stayed for third, it'd be a miracle, guys. To be honest, and I'd be unbelievably happy. And it's gonna update very quickly.
Should, yeah.
I am.
Obviously, this is a very close photo because they're taking forever to put this up. That's why I'm leaving it on the screen. Because
wow, what a bummer of a.
Well, they do that for the Big 5 drama.
I actually didn't want Damon's Mound that close. I thought he'd be closing. He was right on top of the pace.
I figured,
he's
yeah.
really
With
more
the
of
way
a-
the track was playing, that was kind of how I wanted him, but he had
Yeah.
nothing turning for home.
He didn't have really a lot of excuses, but I mean, he's never been up close to a 44-2. That was a little quick. But the fact that 9 was in between and solidly beat him, I don't like what Sai is doing in the stretch. You guys didn't show it, but I mean,
I showed it at the end there.
no, but I know, but you missed. Whatever. Anyway,
No, he didn't persevere.
He
too
wasn't
hard with him.
aggressively. He wasn't really aggressively like left-hand whipping him. Maybe he just didn't think he had the horse. I don't know.
Howard, can I do a quick plug?
Yeah. Please plug away because we're gonna end the show.
Upper right-hand corner of the screen, that green QR code, that will lead you to our Keeneland-only power picks. And you scan that thing with your phone, your iPhone, your tablet, and that'll take you to go get the Keeneland-only picks 2-week meet. You'll get all the information there. You have to sign up before the meet starts or you will be shut out. There will be some Keeneland picks with the regular power picks, but this is Keeneland only. Noah Maher and Paul Halloran doing those picks during that 2-week meet. Don't miss out. Also, hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button, and follow us on our website at hhhracingpodcast.com, Apple, Spotify, and Howard with a big sigh.
No, I don't know yet, but Paco's signing autographs.
Yeah. Boy, Paco's the most frustrating jockey in the call.
I have a feeling I'm not going to see and like what I see here, guys, because when the favorite wins and you don't have it, and then, you know.
Do we have a dead heat for second? I mean, this photo is taking forever.
And now,
yes, you do actually.
And we have a dead heat for a second.
It is a dead. You know what? That might actually help me a little bit in a weird way. We'll see. Probably not, but
the winning connections of the Parx.
I don't know. It's hard to say if it's gonna help or not. Who got third? The 5 or second?
5 and 1 are gonna tie for second. For dead heat.
I have no idea how this is gonna play. Well, I don't. I also had win bets on Gosker, guys. That didn't help me.
You know,
not big win bets, but a little win bets. It turns out. Well, I also had one entry and was down to $150 at one point. So I suppose from that standpoint,
we're good.
Need to look at it. Yep, full picture.
Appreciate everyone watching and listening, guys. We had good viewership today again. Appreciate it.
Fantastic. Yep, absolutely. Waiting for all these prices to come through. Then Howard.
So a lot of people watching. I guess they're maybe if you're waiting for me, that's very kind, everyone. Although I have a feeling it's not going to be what I want. It's not official yet, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone had a good day out there everywhere at Parx and Churchill and Gulfstream. What a day. Wow. And guys, this is the beginning of really 3 unbelievable weeks coming up. Because starting next weekend, you have the official Breeders' Cup preps for the next 2 weeks. You've got Keeneland 2 weeks from now. You have
just booked my flights today.
Santa Anita.
Y'all opening weekend.
Ah, boo.
Really?
You have their opening weekend, Kyle?
Second weekend. Be there the whole second week.
Hey guys, hold on. We're gonna have a lot of preview shows of the Breeders' Cup. Everyone, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and rate and comment and the like button. But we got a lot coming up. Keeneland Power Picks, as Chris mentioned. So we got a lot coming up here on the show. Really appreciate everyone's viewership. It's not
up there, upper right-hand corner.
Has not changed yet. I don't know if the prices are in. It says official, but I don't know if the prices are in.
I haven't seen anything come up yet.
Exciting day at Parx, guys.
Only time of the year we'll say that.
Any takeaways from you guys? Big day at Parx, other than Baeza? Anything stand out?
Well, we'll see you next year at Parx.
See you in 365 days.
It'd be nice if they figure out the turf course. I'll say not off the record.
That's certainly not off the record.
Definitely on the record.
That was a really good day at Parx.
I got smashed. I finished 11th.
Wow.
People completely crushed that Bucarino bet. Yep.
Damn.
A lot of people had the exacta. Third place was 2,900. So you know what? Even if I'd hit, I was nowhere close. So I actually don't feel bad now because I way left the putt short, and or the 9. I mean, obviously Bucarino winning really helped people. The guy that finished in second had, let's see here. What was that, race 14? That was race 15, right?
15.
Actually, the guy that finished in second, he moved up. How did he move up? He had win bets on the 5 and the 11. Actually, he didn't move any. I don't know how he moved up because people moved down, obviously. People had the 5-9 exacta. 900 to win on the 9 from the guy who finished in 3rd. There you go. I mean, the 9 winning really hurt me, and I was wrong. But the 9 winning really hurt me. Okay. Well, I put 1,000 into the contest, and I finished with 1267.
Well, it looks like Matt won the Naira contest. I didn't see. Quickly checking where he ended up with the Twin Spires contest. He ended up winning that one. Sorry, Howard, it didn't work out for you. But we have big things coming here on the podcast. Not teasing anything or whatnot, but there's good stuff coming down the pipe, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, we got a lot of stuff. Kyle and Ryan are gonna be rocking it out on their shows. We got a big month. This is the last real big push of a year. I mean, Thanksgiving always has got good racing, but I mean, next 6 weeks are really my favorite time of the year, other than leading into the Derby, pretty much for me.
All right, we ready to wrap it up here?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's it.
All right, let me find the wrap-up video, and we will go from there. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Hit the like, subscribe button. Don't forget to join all the shows during the week, and we appreciate your viewership. Crush your bets.
His Triple H Horse Racing podcast, you're missing out. It's one of the best podcasts in the country.